See, do it even show we live? It don't even show we live. Shit. Let me cut it off real second. Okay, we're in the green. Okay, we is live. There we go. We back live. There we go. There we go. Um, yeah. So this is why I say be very careful with what you click on. I know a lot of people might not be able to see this video, but this is why you have to be very careful. Now, once I clicked on that link was some type of out. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say the name. Some type of you know overseas, Middle Eastern, hit squad leader or something. So, and once I clicked on it, um, my signal got weak and it kicked everybody out of the room. And so we have to be consciously aware that we are in the matrix. And when you are on your phone, you are in the matrix. So you have to be very careful what you click on sometimes because you're being attached to what you're reading. You're being attached to what you click on. Now I know on my phone and my deep web tablet, I take more chances. But on my computer, I'm a little more strategic of what I click on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna play back a little bit of what happened so you guys can see it real time. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find that, and you guys can see. Soon as I clicked on that link, you guys can see what happened to my live stream. So we back. I know the sister didn't do that on purpose. So shout out to the sister. She didn't do that on purpose, but this was a good example of we need to be very strategic of what we're clicking on, especially on our computers. Okay, I gamble a little bit on my phone and I go in on my deep web tablet, but other than that, I, I I'm very strategic of what I click on. So peace, we back. So yeah, we got bumped off because there was a link up in there and the link was to a Middle Eastern, one of those leaders over there, those hit squads, American be hiring, and one of the leaders or something. And so my browser didn't like that, and I offended. I don't know, but let's watch the video, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a little close hand on what happened. So give me 1 second. Let me go back into the let me go back into the archives so that way I can show people what happened. Um, yeah, you have to be very careful what you click on. So let me go back, and what I'm gonna do is is it even ready? Okay, I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back to like the last. I'm gonna go back to the last like 10, 15 minutes. Hold on. Give me right here. We got Carmine McCain in the building. We finna man. Okay, so we did that. What is this right? We did you know that. What I'm saying? We did that. You know what I'm saying? It says I couldn't open it. Cherokee document said so yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the people what happened. So I let a lot of people. Also, I want to warn people, especially on your computers, you need to be a little more consciously aware of what you're clicking on and what you're looking up. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff is attached to you. That stuff is counted. That stuff is clocked. That stuff is, you know what I'm saying? And you don't got to be a weirdo about it like me. But when I'm on my computer, I'm very strategic of what I click on. So this is what happened, pretty much. Did I say Cherokee document? That this is what I'm saying. My brain be gone, bro. Like as you can see, Cherokee outlet. Yeah. Now as you can see, when I'm showing the screen here, as you can see that green line up there, that little green line, this green line right here. Can y'all see my cursor? The green line right there represent a smooth live stream. That's what I want it to be, green. But once I click on that document, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna turn orange. or something. Hold on, watch. It's not letting me open your link. When I click on it, it says uh please continue, and then when I click on it, it give me an error. So okay, I can't open the document. That was the first document. Yeah, that was the first document. But the second document, it booted us off. It booted me off. So give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and let's watch the rest. So we got another document. So watch this. Watch this. I believe that's me too. No, not this one. But yeah, so brothers and sisters, that's the links. So yeah, they ain't let us open up your document. Yeah, so brothers and sisters, be very consciously aware of what you're clicking on. And then that one, I need access to that one. So, Zoe, where you at, bro? Where you at? Let me see. So we got First American Council. We got a PayPal out there. You know what I'm saying? We got. It should be coming up in a couple seconds on the document that I clicked on. Watch. We just getting started with that. So we ain't gonna cram it down your throat yet. Here we go right here. Dallas News. Okay, yeah, we did do the Dallas News. We did do that. So we gonna try to fast forward it because it was right after the Dallas News. Right after that. So let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Hold on, let's try and fast forward it a little bit. Go about 10, 20, if they even got the rest of it. Hold on, I gotta hook the sound up. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to hook this damn sound up. Damn, I think they cut it. While I try to. Okay, yeah. So I'll be back in a second, but I'm trying to get this because I want to show the people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying it, I want to try to show the people you can't click on anything. Now I don't even know if they're gonna show it because I was still recording. It's just it was buffing on y'all end, and so I was still live. So sometimes after the live process, it shows that. So let me see. Yep. It don't even show it yet. But shit. It don't even show it yet. Shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. But okay, you guys, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get in there. So I guess the brother Zoe, you know what I'm saying, he might be a little busy or something. So but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try one time. I'm gonna try one time to find it one more time to see if they're gonna show it. It says an hour and 40 minutes, but it's not giving me access to an hour and 40 minutes of the footage. It's only giving me an hour and 33 minutes. Yeah, it's only giving me an hour and 33 minutes of it. So, yeah. But anyway, once it processes, you guys go back and look back. It will show you what happened. But shout out to the people in the chat room. Anybody got any questions, man? We love questions over here. Anybody got any questions? And I'm back. So here we go. We back in the green. Link of friends being brought in as prisoners, refugees to Jamaica. Okay. I'm gonna click on that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. But shout out to everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that link. Jamaica family search. Names of French immigrants from prisoners. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's cool. What? Peace at AP. Where AP at? What up, AP? What's up, AP? AP in the building. So yeah. Uh. Shit. What y'all want to do? Y'all want? Let me see. I put the link out there. Let me see. Let's put the link. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link out there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see if anybody wanna hop on for a little bit. I'll try to put the link out there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head out. But we just wanna, you know what I'm saying? We wanna be out here with with the people, and we definitely appreciate it. Everybody supporting. It's 1,000 things you can be doing, and you out here with us. So let me go ahead and get this link real quick. Let me see, and then I can put the link out there. We can chop it up from there. But be careful what you click on. That's that's one of the that's one of the mottos of the day. Cherokee, what's up? We back. We back. We back. Yeah, because they definitely watching. They definitely watching. And I know what I'm saying, I keep a pretty tight browser. And so um if I click on something, that's not part of my algorithm, um my computer will respond sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it will respond, and it just kicked me off YouTube when I clicked on some article or whatever. So let me see what how y'all want to do this. How y'all want to do this? Let me see. Let me see who we got. Who we got out here? Let me see. I'm going. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to stop that. What up? What's up? What's up? We live. We live. We live. We got the we we got the Big Ten
How
in
you
the
like
building.
setting people up like that, man?
No, because on YouTube, you can't just go live from Google no more. So what you got to do is, what I do is I find an old, old like Google Hangout, and I just use that one.
Yeah,
So I try to find one with not too many people in it. So I
yeah,
found one with just you in it, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead because I was
yeah.
gonna send people the link. But
And
yeah,
be like live.
yeah, but we live and direct though. I didn't think you was gonna pick up. I didn't think you was gonna pick up. Uh,
What's up, T?
Nothing, man. Just we out here, man. I just got the channel. One of the live streams just got shut down. I
Same.
I messed around and clicked on the link. It was one of those. I ain't gonna say it, but it was one of those Middle Eastern, you know, uh, you know, I like.
I like walk about
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah. Somebody put that shit in the chat room. My damn software was not. My computer shut me off. Like, no, they shut that shit.
God, they just terrorists. Shut them down.
Shut his ass. Yeah. Yeah, and that was for your safety, by the way. Good job, YouTube, because should nobody be clicking on that. But yeah, we was looking at stories and stuff. We had some stuff going on in Ethiopia and some stuff going on in Venezuela. We checking in on Venezuela and stuff like that. And
Yeah, yeah,
but what you got going on, man? We seen you on the Aboriginal TV on the y'all got the time machine up and running. You know what I'm saying, on Chief Ether channel, Aboriginal TV. You know what I'm saying, y'all definitely go check that out. You know what I'm saying, that was one of the hottest shows that came out the blue, and we got the link in the chat room.
yeah. Yeah, that was funny. They got me a nickname now.
But they got
Min- Minister Strength.
you. uh, we out here.
Cause we like to take it to the cracker. We
Oh
ain't
man.
gonna give him that title no more.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
know George Jefferson, he's just a honky.
The link in the chat. The link in the chat. The link in the chat. Links in the chat room. Links in the chat room, y'all. We have Sunday night. We going up against the Super Bowl, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We going up against. I mean, not
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. I mean, we going up against the NFL right now, and we winning right now with 37 people in the chat room. We winning.
Well, you got to realize that it is the largest um, let's say MK Ultra programming
Talking with the NFL.
every single year. How much money? How much money do people lose betting when gambling was illegal? Now it's legal. How much people do? How much money do people lose on these games? How emotional do you attach yourself? How much emotion do you attach to these games? Right? Not realizing that every single one of those players is a chatteled slave, owned by an agent of the Christian Black Code and the Willie Lynch letter. Read those two documents, you will actually see what is going on around you, how you see your reality unfold. It has been going on since the 1700s.
Break it down.
You know what I'm saying? And you must also realize that the crown, we always get sent to these courts, these crown courts and the crown prosecutor. Well, realize that the crown, some of us were told, is the Knights Templars. But when you actually look really into it, the crown is the people. When you hear crown prosecutor, it is the people prosecutor. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We got Chief.
We, so go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that we, the people, we created, or they created a constitution for us. We, the people, basically putting us in a category of people under the Pope. Spell people. PEOP. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, hold on 1 second. The link is in the back chat, you guys. The link is in the back chat. So those of you who in the back chat, I put the link back there. We live. So if you click on it, you're coming into a live chat room. Also, the link is in the chat. If you click on that, you are coming into a live chat. You know what I'm saying? Uh indigenous tribal wear. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Indigenous tribal wear. What's up? We gotta get you up. We gotta get you up in there. But we got Chief Holiday in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who else we got up in there.
Hey man, peace of guys, man. I dig it. Tim Carr. Peace all the great ones tuned in, man. We definitely appreciate all the love and support we get, man. On this great Sunday morning. Whatever. I don't know about the morning part, but you don't know what it is.
Hey Chief, your
Great,
mic's
great
coming in
grand
real
rising.
low. Your mic's coming in real low, bro.
Yeah, great grand rising to the loved ones, man. All the relatives out there. Tim Carr, man. What to do, man? Ty Data, what's good, brother?
How you doing, man?
What's good?
I'm out here just out here, just to be out here.
Mm. So you really ain't got too much going on.
right. I ain't doing shit. I just woke up. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to do. Nothing.
it's a lot
Man
going
woke
on.
up and decided he's like, fuck the NFL. I'm going against that shit right now. Let's see who more popular. Knowledge
Well,
or games?
it's a lot going
Men,
on.
big ass men playing with balls.
Eh, literally, literally. Tom Brady, he done played with the most balls ever. I always knew when I was a kid, I didn't want to be the center and the quarterback. I just knew those were two positions I did not want to play.
Shit, man. I think I played 2 football games. Somebody stepped on my damn hands. I quit.
Oh,
I I
somebody else.
played. See, I was wide receiver and safety.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was tall, right? And quick.
Yeah. Actually, it
What
was about four.
play?
Actually, but
I think I stopped playing when I think it was minus 35. We were having a game against Bonus, and they threw me the ball, and the ball felt like somebody had my hands down on the ground and like just whacked it really, really hard with a metal iron bar.
Mm.
Man, that ball hit my hand and yo, I dropped down on the ground screaming. I was like, what the fuck? Yo,
He threw a bullet at you.
man, I'm done. I'm done. Don't play me.
That's what I was like. I was like, I did one my last play. I got a little first down. I don't know how I get it. How I did it. I was running. I got tackled. After the tackle, I got people stepping on my ankles and my hands. I quit. I fucked that. I don't know what I did to deserve that. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
But
After the play, like the
that's
hit.
what
You
they
know, it's a
do.
hit. It's cool.
They're trying to
It's
damage you, man.
yeah. They did. They did.
I,
Shit.
I
I
would
ain't
like
played since. Shit.
I would like to know how much what do you call it? Steroids is sold to the NFL.
How much you mean sold to the NFL?
Not
Can't they
so
How,
make?
much.
Don't they got
how,
their own brand now? They can like take a couple of molecules out and call it something different.
right? Using honey or the lax cells.
Right. Or add a couple. Right. Call it something different. Shit. Yeah. This is not steroids because it's lacking such and such and such and such. It's something else.
It's
Oh.
STRs.
Right.
You
Right.
know, speaking of steroids, Nick Diaz was supposed to be fighting in about a week, fighting Jorge Masvidal, right? Supposed to be a good ass fight too, yeah. Well, anyway, he said they found trace amounts of not really steroids, but some type of banned substance in his shit. So he's
Mhm.
like, oh, man, I don't even eat meat or nothing because they say that you can eat meat, y'all, and get steroids.
Yep. Yep.
That's crazy as hell. Like, why do y'all eat meat? Who the people are still eating meat? Why are you still eating meat? Like at this point, when you know all the damage and all the things that they're feeding into these animals, but then all of that, you're eating their fears, their like everything. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, "Man, I ate something last night, I had nightmares," I'm like,
You bitch,
probably
yeah. That's hot. The animals getting back at you.
getting back up that ass. Yeah, yeah.
Right? You're going. It's yo. The spirit's going inside and be like, I'm tearing up this shit right now.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. The link should be live. It should be live. If it's not working, let me see. Uh,
Desktop. If you're on your
shit.
phone and shit, it's not gonna work.
It ain't working on the phone.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
the
checking the back chat. Checking the back chat.
yeah.
Checking the back chat. Checking the back chat. I'm gonna try to find you. We got Let me see. I'm checking the back chat. Let me see. Let me see.
Who's that? I can send it to him.
Let me see who we got. Who we got. Who we got. Well, we got AP right here. We might have some coming up. We live. We live. If you get this in the back chat, we are live. This is a live chat. Let me see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Let me see. Hey, can you send it? Can you send it to Jack? Let me see. You know what? I should have Jack on deck. Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Yo, so how you been, Ty? You gotta call me, man, because the thing is, my motherboard of my phone, the motherboard of the phone, freaking, what do you call it?
That
I
is
gotta
the
send,
phone.
gotta send you some money. I want you to hook up a phone for me up down there so I can have, get a
Got
phone
you.
up.
Man, I got a text from you. You said call me, and then when I called you, you ain't pick up.
Ah, yeah, I got a 3G phone right now,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I feel like I'm like, wow. Back in the day, we thought this was fast. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Once you're used to all these 4G, now we're going to 5G. Next thing you know, it's gonna be IG. It's just, oh, we're just gonna plant it right in your brain. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Nobody gonna say shit.
Right.
Right. You don't pay your bill, they just cut it off in your brain, nigga. Like, can we just remotely cut your shit off, nigga?
Right.
Nigga,
That's why we need to get in on that. Sprint
yeah,
for sale.
yeah,
I don't know if they still is,
yeah.
but we got Jaguar in the building.
Jag. I sent this to AP too.
Somebody said Ted Carver got Ted Carver got an Obama phone.
And you know what's funny? You know what? You wanna understand what's funny? When you open the phone, right? It has a United States flag, right, on the battery, right, and the phone has a little sticker that says "Made in China for the U.S. market." But so yeah, I got an Obama phone.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, that shouldn't even be funny because y'all know China make the United States flag for us. So you know what I'm saying? So they ain't even. Yeah, that's crazy. Hold on. Yeah, you said open the phone. What you mean by open? You mean when you turn it on, or you talking about us flipping
I'm talking. You can crack the phone open and take the battery out.
like a flip phone?
No, no.
No,
Okay.
peel the back off. The
Yeah, I know what
phone.
you're saying. Yeah.
One of those sky. It's one of those sky phones, sky device.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know the 3G cheap like
Hmm.
$70 dashboard phone
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
that basically says, when you push something, it's like, can you hold on for a second while I run to China and then come back and give you the information?
Uh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I want to share this, man. I want to share this document with my friends, man. I want to share this document. I go hit the button and it's like, sorry, this phone is restricted to do that information. I'm not upgraded. It's like,
Damn, what kind of software you got on there? You got ice cream cake? What you got?
man, it was programmed by a 10-year-old. God damn it.
Damn. Try to use Opera Mini. Try Opera Mini. Try that app. Try that browser.
All right.
It's called
Op-
Opera.
Opera Me.
Yep. Opera Mini. It used to be
Mini.
Opera Mini. I don't know what it is, but it's a yes. It works good on the Chinese phones. It's kind of like a Google Chrome,
Yeah.
and it works real good on Chinese phones because it connects their market to like it connects their
All right.
language to our language.
No, it's in English. It's just so slow that I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, doesn't connect to this, doesn't do that, doesn't have this, doesn't have that. You have to go download certain things, like get the app for certain things that's usually on a phone, right? But it's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I
started
got
working on those
Jaguar.
phones.
I got Jaguar Olmec in the building.
Jag, what's going on,
Got the
man?
brother Joseph,
North Carolina
Jaguar.
finest, Texas in the building.
1/3 of the three amigos. What's up, Joseph? What's up, Jag?
What's happening, man? What y'all up to, man? Salute to the panel and the chat, man.
Yo, what's up, dog? How you doing?
What's up, y'all?
In the
Hey,
building.
I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys check out that Yvette Carnell bill we did the other night and versus Talib Kweli and DJ Vlad being the instigator? Did anybody catch that? Anybody?
Yeah, I caught pieces of it. I caught pieces of it.
Yeah, I had got a comment right from a person I guess there's a lot of misinformation in the room, right? And they were basically
Hold on,
saying
Chief. We can barely hear you, bro.
somebody cooking chicken for me.
Hold on. We
Anyway,
got you.
we were talking. we, he was saying there's a lot of misinformation in the video, and we didn't fact check Talib Kweli. Well, that's not even the issue. The shit he was saying is so over the top. It's easy for Yvette to say, "Well, no, I wasn't a member of the DNC," and you know, well, people can go to their website and see whether or not they got support for Trump on there, and whether or not she was wearing a MAGA hat, which that doesn't make her, even supporting Trump, and that's not my issue, y'all. My issue is how she's flip flopping, how she's moving within the circles that she always talked against. She talked against the HR 40. She talked against the Democrats. She talked against the Republicans. She talked against people who are conforming, and then she turns around and then they're conforming. So it just looks very suspect to me. And once again, HR 40 is not a bill. It's it's something for them to have a meeting about. Y'all get it? For them to even put it on the table. I think anybody that's talking about HR 40 is slow agent behavior, because if you read HR 40, it'll tell you that it's just for them to have a committee to put it together, for them to say, okay, we're going to put a committee together to explore reparation, right? They didn't have to have meetings to give all these other people reparation. That's how this goes. So that's why we got to start talking restitution for crimes that have happened against us here on our land. That's happening every goddamn day. Like, come on. Like, and when the police kill somebody, it's got to be such a big ass lawsuit that the police department's like, look, fuck that. We cannot shoot these people anymore. We cannot shoot inside people's houses. Not just locking you motherfuckers up individually is not enough. We need police reform ASAP. And I'm still saying fuck the police every motherfucking day until they get this shit right. Period. Fuck y'all. We gotta make fuck the police too. How about that? Fuck out of here. And I remember how the police was reacting to the people. I'm still saying fuck them. The citizens of the United States of America should say fuck them.
You faded out, Chief. You faded out.
Somebody's got something like going on in the background. And fuck the police. How about that? Hashtag that. Fuck the police. Fuck is y'all talking about? You shooting unarmed people. I remember the Bell brother, the night before his wedding, all type of shit, bro. We can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and they still shooting people. Like, what the fuck is going on? Stop shooting people. How about that?
Well, until everybody realized that they are foreign agents working for a private organization which conducts policies on the land, and then people start defending themselves. They already passed a law, I think it was in Oregon or something like that, where you have the right to shoot back.
That was Texas. There was
Was it
no
Texas?
That
other
was
than
out here. That was in Texas.
That was
That was
Texas.
Indiana.
No
Yeah.
other than Texas. They can shoot their ass back.
Yeah. We can
Yep.
shoot back.
I'm standing my ground, pop.
It's not all that simple though.
Mhm.
It's not that simple, bro. It's really not.
Yeah, they testing it out in Texas.
They testing that shit out because they want to see if because we got the most guns, and like they want to see if we're gonna start just shooting up shit first. That's not gonna happen like that.
No,
It's not gonna happen like that.
no.
Yep. But this
We ain't
this is from,
stupid.
I think it's from Struggle Zone. It says there's a lot of misinformation in this video along with false applications with no proof. Now, I don't know if it's your video or their video they're talking about. So we gotta make that
Well,
clear.
we was playing Talib Kweli in the Vlad video, right?
Right,
But here's
right,
my
right.
point.
So
Here's my point.
I guess he thinking that we agree with everything that was said. So I guess you guys agree with everything. I'm not
We
exactly
and we
sure.
and we and we told him what we didn't agree with. We said it in the video.
Right,
We don't
right.
agree with
But
everything. I don't agree with everything you say. And you
right,
don't agree with everything I say. We're not bots. We're not dummies around here. We free thinking motherfuckers. And we have, you know, difference of opinion, and we respect each other's opinions, and we respect each other's lanes. You see how that work?
right.
Lane hopping ass niggas. Niggas running around here talking about they started Tribeup and all this other shit.
Habitual lies.
Nobody never heard of Tribeup unless they heard it from us. As a matter of fact, the gentlemen that's on this platform and that come on this platform are Tribeup, and the ladies that come on this platform are Tribeup. Tribeup is not a fucking hashtag. It's us, the people, who made it relevant. And the last time I checked, we ain't been live on Tribeup. We don't even say like y'all so lame. Niggas is lame to me, bro. That's why we doing Tribeup S&E, man. Let y'all know what it is, man. We're gonna shut the game down. We studying daytime television the fuck down, Monday through Friday. Y'all can respect and check it. That's what it is, man. And that's I don't even know. It's so disrespectful. Motherfuckers is like, get a life.
Leave.
Really. And it's so much division amongst so-called Aborigines. It makes no sense. Now I'm seeing what Talib was saying. It seems more credible than anything that Yvette Carnell has ever said. And that's just keeping it real. She's on the stage with Kanye West. That should tell you enough right there. And
Hey,
all this
peace, everyone.
presidential hopefuls and all this dumbass shit, bro.
Peace.
Like that's not helping the people. That's conforming. So no, the ADOS suck. Their
Peace.
leadership suck.
Peace. I talk a little bit about that.
They don't attack us because we're not, mainstream enough for them. Y'all get it? Motherfucker, we've been saying fuck ADOS from day one. Hashtag that. Fuck ADOS. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck everybody that look like them. Shit is crazy as fuck. You got a motherfucker that don't even like man, woman, and child. Let's keep that real. She don't like life. Fuck is she got? How is she making decisions for us?
Who?
Ellen DeGenerate ass motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I comment on that. I wanted to finish the comment real quick. I try to comment on that.
And it ain't knocking nothing else. We just talking about judgment calls. We talking about, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, I can guarantee you, if James Baldwin was trying to run a similar organization, she would have something to say. Y'all understand what I'm saying? People have something to say. It's always a double standard when it comes to men and women stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know the brother of the big podcast, Ayo, he talks about, he goes so hard, man. It's like, you always gonna have elements that's saying, hey man, women are wrong, and you got women that saying the men are wrong, and they push that line. You got some women that push that line. They say, well, consent is this and consent is that. People start talking about consent. What's consent? What's not consent? You got rich guys like you. Tank was talking about it, where people have to damn near record somebody or have them fill out paperwork so you won't get caught up in the Cuba Gooding or the Bill Cosby shit. It's just ridiculous. You got a president running around here did same shit as Cuba, but they don't see the double standard. They don't come after him like that. You understand what I'm saying? Cuba all in handcuffs and shit, going to jail. What the fuck? Flirting for touching the girl? Like, yo, where we at today? Like, you know what I'm saying? So anybody could say anything and get you caught.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
Just to speak on your point about that, just the same political stuff, but just a different topic. It's like the same thing when we have missing girls and boys go missing or the police shooting us down. Nobody is making a word about that, but they want to talk about Hong Kong in a different country.
Yeah.
And China. Worry about your people here. Don't worry about people in a different country. We need to fix ourselves here.
And also, I wanted to speak on this too. They said, well, who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay the money? Well, we gotta trace. We got a money trail. We could trace who benefited from from us. And we've talked about this. We talked about the church bodies, right? We talked about the educational system. There's another. We have to sue y'all. Like, what are you talking about for restitution? Y'all are still miseducating, which is a part of genocide, which is an international fucking crime. So we don't have to even go to fucking court for this. You understand what I'm saying? We can sue the entertainment companies. Period.
Right.
All of them.
Right.
Every last one of them. Education and every goddamn institution, the AMA, every fucking institution in America owes us. We need to break all banks. The banking systems owe us for housing prices. The fucking Census Bureau, the fucking Department of Interior, every goddamn institution in America owes us. See how that works?
Halito.
Like, well, who's gonna pay the money? And it's not even a fucking
how you
dollar
doing,
amount.
sis?
Halito. How you doing, sis?
Hold on. Yeah, I wanted to finish reading it. So it says, y'all are
Nettie,
using
Holiday,
Talib
and the still
as a credible source. He told Vlad he was going to send some intel and undetermined, undermining that. So who really sound like an agent?
First off, how he undermining an
Hold on
agent?
1 second. One more line. It said, "I will do a video to address this issue. Y'all are suspect." And then somebody wrote, "The brother stolen legacy work. I'm looking forward for your trash source." That was stolen legacy out there. He said, "Your trash."
I actually read that shit. It was stolen like
So basically, it seems like he trying to.
Who are we talking about here?
It's a show that they did about a Van Carnell name or something, and I guess he played something about another guy saying something about her, and so I guess somebody feel like they lumped us in with what was said, as if like we rooting or something like that. So they lumped us in with what was said and the guy Talia. Well, first off, it's all suspicious to me, to be honest with you, because um because first off, the Vlad dude, he wasn't man enough to say what he had to say by himself, and he went out because he didn't want to put his career on the line. So what he did is he went to go find somebody else and put their goddamn career on the line. You see what I'm saying? This man is putting his career on the line for another man. This is weirdo. You see what I'm saying? And you see what I'm saying? And so, the guy had some points and some opinions and stuff. But first off, why do you care what she's doing? Why do you care? There's so much stuff going in the world. We just talked about Venezuela. We just talked about Ethiopia. Why do you care? You see what I'm saying? If you're not for it, why do this to leave? Why do he care what she's
Right.
doing?
I don't understand why anyone wastes their energy on anything that distracts them from something that actually matters.
That's my point. That's my point. Why do you care? You see what I'm saying?
well,
And that goes
I
for
think
everybody. If that's not for
well I
you
think the
and
reason
you don't like that, don't even get that shit no energy, man. We got other shit to do. You see what I'm saying?
right,
But at the
but I
same
think
time, he
Facts.
had a lot of stuff that was like, whoa, like wow, that was pretty interesting. She did what? She did what? So it's a lot of stuff to affect her credibility. You know,
Um, if you guys haven't realized that when they're actually showing you different news about other things that you think is distracting, it's actually code words that they're passing to each other um, to let you know what's going on that side of the world. Because when you really look at it, every single thing is connected.
in some sense,
Every single
that's a fact, Sinclair.
unless you
freaking thing. You seeing, oh, there's shit going over there in China and blah blah blah. The people are uprising and they're fighting against the government. Well, guess what? They're fighting against a foreign government just like us.
Mm.
yeah, and we just talked
Mm.
about the
Yeah,
coup they
it's
trying to throw.
actually the
And all of
exact
those,
same thing, except the pressure is different. That's
right,
the
oh,
exact
right,
same process, a different pressure. We're going through the exact same thing.
right,
Whether we want to believe it or not,
and
wake up to it or not, we are systematically being
right
done the
now, I
exact
want you to
same way.
realize that all the governments are connected. They are all from the same point of interest.
But I know a little bit. I know a little bit
Correct.
about how the politicians work, and
It didn't
so
start off that way, but it did become that way. That's why it became
Right.
one world order. If people understand what the new world and the one world order is, then they would understand that all this beef about whose government is better than whose is irrelevant because
That's right.
the government is really all one government and they're just trying out different things on different levels and different areas because they can get away with certain things with certain minds and certain people and certain flexibilities due to the way that the system was set up in that area. So it's really not a difference and it's not nothing worth arguing about because we're all in a situation where it's you're fucked if you don't get yourself in a different situation, period. It's not an argument. It's stupid if it becomes an argument. That's why I don't involve myself in a lot of these lives and conversations a lot of the times because it has relevance, but very little relevance. We have so much more to focus on than that. You know what I mean? We
Right.
have way
Right.
too much more thing
Right.
to focus on
Right.
than to be worried about the negative, because when we focus on the negative, we're drawing that energy to us more. And I don't think anybody knows what manifestation is, because whatever you focus on is what you will be facing. Period.
That's the
So
options you open up. The options you open
exactly.
up.
That's
You open up those options
that's
when you make
correct.
those decisions, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. But y'all know, we trying to get into, over here, we trying to get into the political arena. So there's always a reason why we would talk about something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though it doesn't have a significance, but to us, we use it as a strategy. You see what I'm saying? But it's not important, but as a strategy, it is a way to try to get ourselves
Well,
some little political footing. But
well,
and that's not to say that that's to say all and
hey
be
Tyler,
all, but that
let
is
me
a
add.
reason. You know what I'm saying? That is a
Hey Tyler, let me add to that too, though, right?
yeah.
Um, I feel like a lot of times when we bring up current events or social issues and stuff like that or whatever, people might say, well, why are you guys, even talking about it? And I only talk about certain relevant things. Like certain things, I just don't. I know about them, and
Like
like they just found 18 wheeler full of body parts, and a body people, and what I'm saying. Nobody's talking about that. Like that's not
yeah, oh yeah,
headline
like
news.
our sister
Getting
got
rid of
gunned down in her home
what's that?
in Texas. Like our sister got gunned down in the home in Texas,
Yeah,
and like our
that's kind of
brother.
like a side note. Cardi
Man,
B is more
Texas,
interesting
y'all
than
better be cool down there. We gonna have to see Cali on y'all, man. Y'all don't want that Cali
Man,
work. Cali
but
big
man,
too.
nah.
Cali
Let me
big
tell
as
you something
hell,
though.
bro. Don't
I
Cali
mean,
big as
Cali
hell.
doing shit
Hey,
too, but it's not. It's but look, let me tell y'all something, because I'm out in California, so whatever. But let me tell y'all
Ooh.
something. There is um.
Shit, you better start in
Oh,
Kelly's
we got
class.
another Texas in here. We got another California sister just hopped on. She right behind you, bro. What are you doing?
Y'all cut it out. Y'all cut it out, because I got nothing but love from my brothers out there in Texas, and they know that. So,
I'm joking.
what?
I'm joking.
Hey,
um,
shout out to Sister Cherokee in the building.
shout out Key. That's my sister right there. Hey, big sis. Carlito. See, now y'all in trouble. See, this my duel right here. This the other side of me right here.
She right behind
We
Joseph
in the
too.
first
She
half
right
of the
behind
interview,
Joseph.
so we gonna definitely give y'all the floor. Sis, you were saying something that y'all were doing in California, though. What were you saying?
Oh, I actually, I actually forgot the exact subject I was going to hit right away. The second one was, let's not forget that we just had a woman who went live talking about she almost got kidnapped. There's people walking around kidnapping our women and children left and right, and this is not a discussion. Why?
Willie
Why is it
Lynch.
not a discussion? Why is it not a discussion for us to prepare our women and children? And I'm not saying, and what? There was a sister and brother that was just kidnapped last night, two
Huh?
nights ago.
Huh?
They can't locate them.
What?
You
See,
know,
that's what we be trying to talk about. But we didn't get that story. I didn't get that story.
So it's so much. And me being a mother, I homeschool my children, but my children walk to and from stores. That's about a block, 3 blocks to a mile. They can walk away from me up to a mile. But they carry mace, they carry a taser, and they have a knife.
Make sure
that a
they
They
get that
all.
girl.
Lakeisha app too.
That's what I give my daughter.
I
This
don't. I
Man,
have
we're in the
my own
future.
reasons for why I don't use the
I
Lakeisha
ain't letting
app.
mine
I
out my
I
sight.
can't.
Fuck that.
hey
They
man,
look at
So
me like,
They don't get
damn, what you
phones.
following
They
me?
can't have phones.
What?
I have an issue with certain tracking devices. So I don't want to go
Okay.
over that at this moment. But I have an
Hey,
issue with my child being tracked to a
man,
degree.
Okay, yeah, we
all
can't
phones
track them.
get tracked.
Do they have a
No,
phone?
all
Every
phones get
phone,
tracked.
Yeah,
every
Get
yeah,
phone is
tracked.
tracked.
yeah. All
Every
phones is
phone is
tracked.
tracked
I
because
I understand that every phone is tracked, and I believe in that fully. My children personally do not have an actual. They have a phone, but they only use that when they're like
Y'all like the
within a
Rambo
distance that I
movies.
can run.
Nigga
But
take
they
the phone,
have.
throw their phone away, and keep going. Y'all seen those movies? I like to
But they
weapon
exactly, but
people
they
not
have
stab
a
motherfuckers with. Like,
Does
yeah,
anybody
people
recording
mark the ass.
device.
does
Yeah,
anybody have a vaccination, Mark?
Wu Tai.
Anybody been
You said
vaccinated?
what?
Anybody
You
been
said
vaccinated?
vaccinated?
Unfortunately.
Please.
Okay, y'all been tracked. You're tagged. You're tagged.
Yeah, man.
Like
I just
whales
seen
and
on
shit,
my
huh?
arm, man. Look like they definitely got a chip up in that bitch. I'm gonna cut it out. But here's the thing, though. We know better, so we're not vaccinated. We're not inoculating. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
We're equipping our children. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that we're moving towards. And if people say, "Well, your child is not vaccinated," as long as yours is, don't worry about mine. That's what you
Yeah,
got to
mine are
do.
not
If it works
vaccinated.
for
My
you,
children are homeschooled, so they're not vaccinated.
that's right. If it works for you, go. But the thing is, right? I like there's so many like the little girl that got kidnapped. Was it down in Georgia? And then they found her later. They took her from a fucking or in Alabama. It's like in Birmingham or some shit. Like,
Oh, found her in the dumpster?
yeah, bro. Like, what?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm
I
ready to fuck
seen
something up.
that.
I'm ready to fuck something up, y'all.
What happened?
And
Hold on,
everybody
hold
want
on.
to talk
What?
about
Thank
the
you.
math and
They,
Exactly. We
the
they,
need to
fucking
be
they,
finding out ways to put
yeah.
a hurting on these people to let them know you're not going to keep taking our children. And I don't understand what's going on with these parents, why they're not raising a higher flag than what they
Right?
are.
I
Fact.
thank you.
I'm
yes,
ready.
Thank you.
yes.
I'm ready to fight somebody. I want to fight the nigga in Iowa. Well, I want to do more than fight. That molested
No,
my
Bro,
fuck a
Chief,
fighting. I'm
Chief,
ready to put your
I'm on
ass
the
on the
same
death
page with you,
penalty.
Chief.
You
I'm
feel
on the
me?
same page
Because
with
I'm
you,
sick.
bro.
I want to make an example out of your ass because y'all motherfuckers keep trying to put fear in us because you got fear installed in you. How
Right?
about we show your ass what fear really is? Stop fucking off. And
Right?
you ain't got to worry about us backfiring. See, I'm a warrior. I'm a woman, but I'm a warrior. You ain't going to touch mine. I
Oh,
Word.
don't give a fuck whose
maybe
child it is. They're
one of these
mine.
days.
If they're brown, they're mine. And you're not going to fuck with our children.
One of
Period.
these days.
Let
And
me
it,
ask you a serious question though.
Hold hold on, Chief.
Do you feel the same way about Hispanic children as well as Caucasian children? Like,
I am Hispanic. I'm a Hispanic woman, but rather I'm brown like y'all, mistaken. You know what I'm saying? My mother is Puerto Rican, Gullah. You know what I'm saying? We got Jamaican Creole and all of that. So it doesn't matter what type of Indian I am. I'm still Indian. You know, I'm still an Aboriginal, whether I'm Hispanic or not. I grew up Hispanic. So I look at all these light brown children the same way I do the dark brown children because I am that background. But I do not look at a Caucasian child the same way I look at the brown children. But give or take, depending on the child. Let me not say that, y'all, because I might low
yeah,
key be lying. Because I don't have the same love for a Caucasian child that I do for mine.
damn.
But if I see a child in jeopardy, because it is not that child's fault, depending on what type of attitude and background that child has, I may step in. I
She
step
cut
in on
out.
all children.
I mean, yeah, it's not a color thing for me when it comes
That's a
to
natural of a woman.
yeah. It's the same. I got the same conversation. I got the same energy for niggas, human trafficking, everything. Fuck you niggas. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I don't care
that
what
shit is
race you are. If you
unacceptable.
damaging a child, you deserve death.
Yeah.
Period.
And
Right?
goddamn gangs and so-called gangsters supposed to be protecting our sisters in these
They
goddamn
forgot though. Our people forgot, babe.
nah,
They forgot, hun.
they gonna get it. They gonna catch it. We're not about to play with y'all, man. Like I don't care about none of that bullshit. I don't care
Our
about
OGs failed to pass down the message. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Our OGs
they didn't
failed to
pass down that code. They didn't pass down the code because I've
thank
been
you.
running around here telling people that the code all fucked up. They look at me
Thank you.
funny as shit. I'm like,
They
bro,
look at me the same way.
Mhm.
You know my family GD.
That,
You know, I roll
bro,
in 6-0 because I've been in California. So I'm born GD. I got people all everywhere. We know the code. I'm
co-
35 years old this November and I still abide by the code. I even tell bitches to stay in their place. If you got fucked in, bitch, you can't talk to me. I'm on a higher level than you. I didn't get fucked in. I didn't lay down on my back. Sorry for my language, y'all. If I need to cut it, let me know.
no.
But
This is a warrior panel for sure. Um,
I let people know women and children are off You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to fuck with women and children. A
at
woman's
all.
supposed to handle a woman, and a man's supposed to handle a man. It ain't supposed to be a man heading in no woman's business.
Point blank. Period.
It ain't supposed to be that. And children are off limits if they are not actively, which I don't even know when the fuck children even became gang members. You got 8 and 7 year
16.
old children out here talking about they from this set and that set. Who the fuck put you on? Because they need their ass whooped. You know what I'm
Hey,
Facts.
saying?
hey, you know
1000%
where
facts.
that came from? You know where that came from, right? Anybody know where that came from?
What'd you say?
I said, does anybody know where that came from?
Which part?
What part?
Adding children to the code, adding children to the gang, and all that kind of shit. You know where that came from?
I mean,
No,
it's probably been
I
It
happening
don't.
came
a long
from
time ago.
across the ocean where they would have child soldiers. So you have the people who are basically from the other side of the ocean, bringing them here. It's been going back all the way back from what do you call it? The Turks getting little children and putting
That's
them
that's
in the
that's
Romans
fine,
and
but
the
not
African.
no you don't put no child that's not trained though. This is the
Exactly.
things.
But
Like my son is 11 years old, and if any of y'all have ever spoke to my son, he has manners. He carried himself in a conductive way. But that is the same little boy that if you touch his sister or his mama, he coming at your throat like one on one. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? There's a way to conduct yourself and to raise a soldier. When it's a child has to protect themselves way more than an adult does. So they have to carry themselves in a different manner. You have to know how to train that child to be a ninja, not so much just a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then a lot of countries are using children as war tactics to
that's
when they
what I'm
go to
glad
war.
to point that out.
Yeah. Hey, we got Aboriginal
Yeah.
power in the building, but I wanted before he say something, Cherokee hadn't spoke yet. Cherokee, I know you want to chime in on this, and being a mother and stuff.
Um, I wanted to just say I have a lot of questions about, we've been talking about different things, but what are we doing to put this stuff in motion? I'm still
Exactly.
I'm still waiting. I want to go to Congress. I want to go. We need to go to these people and get them out. It's
Yeah, we
I,
do.
Well, they already broken the law of the Constitution that we gave to them. So that
well,
right there is none of void when they broke the Constitution law.
So
I can
what government are we going to set up? What are we going to orchestrate to let them know, get the
It
fuck
just
out of my
it
seat because
it
this is
just
not where
we
you
have
belong.
to it
Well,
just
Um,
well,
we
right
have to
now, we
enforce
kind
it.
of working in
did
little
any?
sets right now.
What it is
You know what I'm saying? We kind of working in little sets right now, and it ain't
hold,
it ain't it ain't spilled over to everybody because the little sets we working with, we need to get them sealed up tight. Because every time we want to open up the gates and we want to open up a chat or have a like a broad discussion, about a topic, it always end up in some argument or something like that. So what we did is we
True.
can
So
yeah.
then
So
wean out the ones that are not strong enough mentally and emotionally to handle these type of
right,
subjects.
right. So we just trying
We
to so
already know that.
So we just trying to work in a little more close quarters and then get that 100% sealed up tight so we can open up a little more and then seal that up tight and then open up a little more and seal that up tight. So we working kind of like that, and it ain't and so we the little quarters we working with, we need to seal that up tight before we can start open it up because I'm not pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure you might have been in the back chat for a little bit. And you get too many people in there. It's all over the place. Everybody got something to say. Nothing gets done. So
It's not so much that it's too many people. This is what I've observed that the problem has been over this year. We have too many people with too many hidden agendas who are
thank you.
out doing things for their selfish reasons, not community-based mind reasons. People out here lying about what they're actually doing and their correct status. We have people perpetrating that they're one thing and they're another. So that's where the real trouble lies, is that the people are out here, you know, on a mission that it's not what we are on. Everybody here is supposed to be on the same mission, which is building a stronger community and looking for how to uh, liberate, and for lack of better words at this moment, our people, and to protect our children's future. But not everybody is actually here for that. We think they say they are in the beginning, and then they end up doing and working their way
Hidden
through.
agendas. Hidden
Yes,
agendas.
hidden agendas. They have their own propaganda that they're trying to see through. That's what I've been seeing. I've been seeing. I mean, I don't want to blast nobody or nothing by saying names, but
Blast.
I just been seeing so much, including.
No,
Let me.
not
I'm not
live.
blasting. I'm not blasting you. Come on, Reggie. Come
Hey
on.
man,
You know
hit
me
the
better
air,
than that.
man. Hit the
Yeah, I said no, not live.
Hey, but Cisco.
Reggie, I was gonna say, Reggie, you know me better than that. I'm very, together. That's why I started my own matriarch call, because I don't do madness and bullshit, and we're really working on building with one another, including household goods and things like that. We don't have focus on trying to see whose pockets we can get into so we can make ours fatter. We don't have the let me put myself on a pedestal so that I can get attention type of aura. We don't have that. We don't have that type of energy going on and with among us. But there's many of us that do. They want to be the center of attention. They want to be better than this person and that person, and somebody follow me, and I need this and I need that. But that is not what we should be on. That is not our focus, is to see who has more numbers and who's more popular than who, and who's got this and who's got that, and I got this bitch and you got that bitch. Oh, you got my ex bitch, and I'm sick of hearing all that extra shit. Like, whose dick is bigger than whose? Who laid down the dick better? Who got more
Yeah.
children? Like, come on. Like, why does that even matter? Like, why
Can
is
I
that
ask
even a
a
focus?
question?
That's a fact.
Can I ask the question?
Absolutely.
Is anybody aware that Indians can sit in Congress without being disturbed?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
I was.
We can go in Congress. I'm going to find the document. I got to find it. But we have the right to go to Congress and sit.
We do. I was reading in one of our books that they've been trying to manipulate, or not trying, let me say this
Doing
correctly.
it.
They have been making it their business to keep us from being active
Mm.
in certain areas that we are supposed to be. The peace treaty was not for them to be doing all this shit on their own. There's supposed to be multiple of us
Working
You
with
working.
absolutely, you
That's
Mm-hmm.
why I
absolutely
said
right,
they broke the
y'all. So
Constitution.
the thing is, they killed us by paperwork. I mean, y'all absolutely right. We have to go through with the paperwork to be in your proper position. The first thing that you do, which is self-identify, then you go through with the legal work to change on paper who you are. Because right now
Correct.
you're on paper as Negro, black, or color, which they give us dominion or jurisdiction over them because it
Correct.
takes away
Even if
all
you're
the
not Negro,
treaties.
black, and colored,
Exact.
if you're labeled as Hispanic, if you're labeled as anything else other than, you know,
Well, you gotta be. Every person is backed up by ethnicity, right? Or they race that's on record. Even in the courts, this is a fact. A game is not a game till we know who the players is, and this is how they play. So, without getting into the
Gotta
proper
be super low,
position
bro.
to even play, then you would not. You can't even be into the argument. So, if you haven't changed your correctly your status of who you are legally, uh we cannot talk about the second steps of the process, which is going through with the treaties, which is your UNDRIP, your A drip.
Ab, you breaking
Uh,
up real low, bro.
hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, like I said, you just have to go through the steps without going through the first steps, which is changing and correcting your status. We cannot talk about the next steps. We must do everything within methodical order, and everything must be done correct. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's the first step, correcting your status.
Okay, so I wanted to address something that the sisters were talking about earlier, as far as building a nation and doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like you were saying, it's steps to everything. We're still
Facts. I mean,
we're
that's
still
and
And not
nationhood will
everybody agrees
they
with doing paperwork, though. That's what one of our biggest issue is in this community. Is
correct,
not
correct.
everybody believes in doing paperwork.
No,
fact.
Not
you absolutely.
everybody
See,
has.
see,
No, you
look,
you you
No,
you
no, you
absolutely
can't
you
even get in the
you
check.
No, one,
absolutely.
In the check,
one
they
at a
don't
No,
time.
no,
believe
no,
in
One,
it.
no.
one at a time.
No.
Crazy.
Okay, go ahead.
They got birth certificates, but they don't believe in paperwork. Everything is paperwork. First off, that's how
But
they
see,
get.
see, but listen though, Chief, I can understand this because we can't be in opposition of wiggle rooms to slither up onto the rock. So if I'm telling you process to go through and get it done by paperwork, because I know it works. I'm a witness. My brother's a witness. You know, we got brothers that's going through these steps and going through these courts as masters and demand shit. Right? We got this going on. If there's another way, then I'm open to hear it, and I want to see it formatted. I would like to see somebody to go through with at least the first 2 to 3 steps to let me know that it could be, it could be
Uh,
margin with.
can you
So
can
I
you
mean, so I'm open to hear that.
Direct? Can you explain to the people what status are you changing? What are you like? Basically, you're going because I know the actual terminology is civilitor mortis, and it means civilly dead in the view of
Basically, yes.
the law. The condition is one who has lost his civil rights, right, and capacities, and is according accord uh, accounted dead in law. So if you want to,
Accounted dead in law, you can use that terminology, but another way of seeing it is non-citizen to the corporate. You're allowing yourself to no longer be a sheeple. So
right,
you're
but
taking yourself
well, I'm just saying.
from.
Well, I'm just saying, if the term is basically uh, civ, uh, civilitor mortis, right? If the judge is basically looking at you and assuming through sesquivi, right, trust, and saying, "Oh, this is a dead entity in front of me. He has no rights or anything like that." What
No, not you don't have any rights. You are now a person in a different status than what they are. See, when you fix
I'm
your
trying
status, you're no longer in their
to, I know,
jurisdiction and you
I
become your own person. You're now equal to the judge, if not actually now you're higher than the judge.
no,
So if
I know that. The thing I'm trying to do is say, what is the status you're changing it to? Explain to the people, tell the people what you're changing it to.
Well, status is what you will be going by, is what your title is. Uh, and some titles hold weight. Some titles tie you to this. Some titles tie you to that. The title that we will be going with, which will be Indian, right, or Indigenous Aboriginal, right, which ties you to this land. So what we
And with doing your paperwork, they actually limit you to different states, different boxes. But when you're filling out your paperwork, depending, like let's say the organization is Social Security Administration, the only thing they'll allow you to fill out because they don't have other as an option is American Indian. So
no,
these
then
are the
that's what
different.
you do is you write in. You got the right to write in on the side. It, discretion is not up to
No
you
room for
because
that.
they did.
And they're changing the application. I just went the other day. The application looks
Absolutely,
different.
absolutely. They changed. All you have to do is write
Yes,
in.
they are.
You don't not have to fill in none of those boxes. See, what you got to understand is you're only here because they force you to be here. Okay? And once you understand that you're not even supposed to be enumerated, Indians are not to be taxed, and once you start understanding your positioning, then you got to start acting on your positioning in every point of communication or commerce that you deal with these people. So if it ain't there, you write it in. If they don't say it, you say it. And you got to let it be known.
But AP, first
Nah, that's
these
what
people got first they can't be minors, bruh. They can't be minorities. They can't be a young mind. They gotta get past that. They got to learn how to comprehend.
Yes, no, you
If they
you
can't
can't go in there
comprehend,
as a minority. You can't go in there saying I'm a people, you know, or I'm a person. You know,
no,
you
that,
can't do
that,
that. That's taking
no,
you all
that is,
the way
that's
out the
some
game.
minority stuff. That is some young mind shit. And if you're a young mind, you're not
Facts.
serious. You're not an adult. You don't know how to handle your own affairs. A lot of these people can't handle.
Exactly.
How do they know that you're a minor? How do they know that you're a minor? Because you're still going up under the 17 Christian color codes. You haven't claimed
Wait, wait,
jurisdiction. You don't even know
let me
the
ask you this
language that
question.
they're speaking. You don't know the ball game.
I like that.
So what are
Hey,
we gonna?
Let
So
me
That
can
was
I
ask
ask
you
him
this.
really fast? So why don't we have our brothers and our sisters create a avenue, whether it be a website or a group, where we teach one another the correct way to stand on your square?
well,
Because this is one of our biggest problems.
this is the thing. It was forums going around, and then off the back end, we had people claim to be scamming when people put these certain things out because it costs. You know, you got to pay for your
Then we
paperwork.
need to put a
So
limit
what
to
they
that.
did is it's called self-identifying, and if self can't stand on self knowing who you are by knowing yourself,
You don't.
then nobody else can teach you. If you can't go into the court with your own information that you know and prove to these people that who you are, then nobody else can. Now we can show you the proper paperwork to go file this affidavit against this affidavit claiming
I'm not talking
jurisdiction
about
about
just
that.
paperwork though.
Right. We're talking
Well,
about
everything else is about can you prove? I mean, if you know you're Indian, you know you're Indian. Then it should be easy to prove.
but
And
it's
that's that
also
simple.
stuff that was set forth that we need to know how and what to say when it's
Thank you,
time to
sis.
say it. People do not know. All
Yeah.
this information that we have and we know that is true. How is one going to put all this stuff in
Present it.
one
Mm-hmm.
right? It's
Okay, well, no, that's good. And
information.
we done did bills on this. You know, several bills going through how you file your paperwork when dealing with common law. So I guess what we would do is put together maybe a bill or future
Uh,
bills in
uh,
the
A-
future to
AP.
break down. Hello, what's up?
I was gonna say, we need people for people who just start crawling, and
No,
people
and
who trying
that's
to
what I'm saying. We
transition from
and what
crawling
we
to
can
walk,
do and,
and
and what we
people
could
who
possibly do is like I said, do future builds on this, and then maybe deal with Chief on the back end, and maybe we can put together some type of format that can be passed around, and this is how you go about it, type of handbook that we dish out to the people in the community. Maybe that will
but
make things
AP,
easier.
what I'm saying is everybody don't have the same comprehension.
Right.
Thank you. That's where I was trying to
That's
get
what
to,
I was
Reginald.
trying to
Thank you.
say. That's why I was trying to say we need people for people who just start crawling, so if they can help
No,
them
and that's what
understand,
I'm saying.
and people who going to
And we
crawl
need
and
to
walk.
also we also need to
Well,
keep in
but
mind that
listen
the
though,
group
but
is continuously growing. There's people
And,
no,
continuously
that's go my bad. No,
are con-
you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, just like you want to learn anything else, once you know that it's something that you need to learn, it should be right then and there in your mind. Like, boom, I'm gonna start looking this up to see how you do this.
but
I'm gonna start
AP,
looking this up
look,
and
look,
start. You know what I mean? Like,
you
AP,
know that, but
but
look, this is what your
but
problem is. You
AP,
fail to understand that other people do not think like you. So you
yes,
have to
yes.
understand that not everybody is going to think or know
Exactly.
this is who I am. So
Exactly.
I need to look up this and I need to look up that because then look at this. We are so
Look,
misformed that you don't even know where to go looking to trust that
look,
that source is the direct source that you need to follow to know how to take place in who you are. I know this
hey,
because before I found y'all, I've been searching for everything on my own. I grew up in foster care. I had to look for not only who I am, but where I came from scratch. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Right.
I don't have
Nah,
a existing birth
nah.
certificate.
See, but
My birth
listen,
certificate is void because my name has changed and my
this the
mother's name has changed.
this the thing though. See, I'm not in my mind where I'm looking for every and each and every single person to be able to jump aboard, because there's never been a point of time when each and every
But
people was just
but
jumping aboard. So
Yeah, that's
with the
not
but
gonna
people
happen.
that's
AP
ready to be
AP.
like-minded
Well,
people
then,
and
if you
ready to
feel that
ride
way,
Hold,
and
then
that's
you
willing to
shouldn't
learn,
even
then that's
speak on
what
it,
that's
honestly.
what we
If you
trying to
feel
Hold
get
on.
like not
done.
everybody is able to
Hold
do,
on.
I
Hey,
feel
hey,
like
I mean,
it's
I can't make
hold,
everybody
hold
able
on,
to do.
hold
you're
I'm
not
on.
just
making everybody able. This is the problem for the people who want to
Hold,
be able. We
no,
should
lady,
not
AP.
enable
lady,
those.
lady. Hold on. You can't
I was
just
gonna say
can't jump. And know what I'm saying? Like, I explained this to my little cousin the other day. If you want to know something, first thing you got to do is start with a glass of water. You can't just go and jump into the ocean because your ass can't swim yet.
no.
Exactly.
What I was
Exactly.
gonna say,
So don't drown
Joseph.
first.
What I was gonna say, Joseph. Like AP. What if somebody do want to know, but they understanding level is not at a higher level? Because you do have people who
Exactly.
do want to know, but they comprehension level is probably at a first grade level.
There's some people that are
listen,
actually special
listen.
needs
I
whose
listen,
family don't
listen.
support them in the
Nah, and
same
listen,
thing.
I understand that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, you got college professor, and then you got people that deals with teaching the special needs. Some people have different
Th-
tools for
That
different
that
people. You know what I
that's
mean?
what I was
That's
saying. That's why
that's
I was
where we
saying
at
we need.
with it. You feel me?
That's why I was saying we need different people for different people with different comprehensions because everybody do
Exactly.
not go on the same level. People probably do want to know this so bad,
But
but they
I feel
level
like
is
I
different.
feel like we got some stuff that's on like the beginner level of coming into the knowledge of understanding even at least the terminology and the procedures. We got early builds on them on my channel for
Yeah,
sure, and definitely on A1's channel. And I'm pretty sure we got a gang on the old Tribeup channel as well. So you
but
know,
I'm just
That's fine
saying
and
y'all
dandy, but
comprehend. Yeah,
understand that there's a lot of people who don't know about your channel and AB's channel, A1's
but
channel and
but
Supreme
AP,
Holiday's channel. There's people
right,
that don't
right.
but
know that.
That's true.
but AP,
And one time, and eventually we'll have establishments
but
where we'll be able to do
but
foots on the
but
ground and awareness for our people, so they can have a better understanding. But right now, we can
no.
only deal with the people to the that the information has reached so far, that has been up to speed, or that has been doing their due diligence, watching this information grow and putting out and watching it and understanding and
So
overstanding
leave the
the
lost
information
Negroes
that we've been
behind. That's
putting
where
up.
you at.
No, what I'm saying is other
Sound like to
people
me.
that's for that forum. Now, when I'm saying it, I'm willing to help anybody that's coming into this information. The best thing I can do off the flat is point you into some of the older videos that we got that goes into depth or some of the
Hey,
beginning stages of
hey,
this
hey.
particular conversation.
But
And
what I
that's
was
it with
gonna say,
anything.
AP.
Halito to the two brothers that just joined the live. Halito.
Oh,
Alito.
her later.
What up,
Oh,
tribe? Peace.
What up,
oh,
bro?
AP.
What's up, Reggie?
What
What's
I
going
was
on,
gonna
bro?
say is, cause your comprehension level is way much higher. You shouldn't be on the level of everybody else. You should have
But it
people who
wasn't.
know.
Hold on one second,
No,
But it
I'm
Carl.
talking
wasn't
about
all.
no.
It
What I
wasn't
was gonna
always like
say.
this. So
Hey
that's
y'all, we
why I'm
got
Yeah.
pointing
hey
to
y'all,
some of
we
the
got a
old
caller on the line.
videos. Go
Hey
ahead.
y'all,
Oh,
we
I'm
got a
listening.
okay.
caller. Hold on one second. We got a caller on the line, you guys. I don't know if y'all be able to hear him, but they calling from the 267. Caller, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't know. Can y'all hear y'all can't hear him, can y'all?
No, no,
No.
Okay, yeah,
no.
yeah, they can't hear you.
Check,
Um,
No, sir.
We can't hear them.
yeah,
I
you.
can't even hear nobody else. So
Oh, okay, yeah. I just kind of translated a little bit because I wasn't even expecting nobody to call like that.
oh, okay.
But yeah, you want to introduce yourself? Let us know, what tribe you identify with, if any, or
Get the name. We want to know who it is.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we can't even hear them.
I got
my
you.
name is Akeem. My name is Akeem. Um my mother's side is Aniuea, as far as I know. I
Okay,
chase my genie. I chase
let
my
me
genie out.
translate.
You,
Ty?
Let me translate
okay,
for
hold
you.
Okay,
on.
I was
Yeah,
just
his
gonna
name is
say Sister
Akeem.
Song.
You know what I'm saying? He's Ani Nawia in the building. Those of you who don't know what that means, I'm guessing that's the we know it as Cherokee.
Cherokee.
The layman's term will be Cherokee. So in the building. So what's y'all war call? What's y'all war cry?
I'm sorry.
Y'all war cry? Y'all war call? Y'all war chant?
I don't know nothing about no word chants,
Y'all
man.
know? Okay.
I
It's,
ain't
it's
into that.
blood in your mouth.
You
Okay,
gotta
maybe
put me
that's some
on to that, man.
TV
I think I'm
shit.
gonna look
Okay,
into that.
maybe
What's up?
okay, maybe that's some TV shit I done picked up. But yeah. So yeah, you got a question or comment?
No, I'm just listening to like the conversation or whatever. And I'm listening to the sister talking. She like people like use like the
Shit.
people who don't know behind or whatever. The thing is
Drink some
like
honey water. You sound like you have
we
something
at?
in your
See, I
throat.
wish I don't know how
No, you
easy
know
it'll be
what's
if we
going down.
translate this. I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
like
Go
really
ahead.
like dumb it down so you can easily
You got
translate.
something in his
But
throat,
like
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
that's why I
definitely.
said all right.
Oh yeah, he's gonna translate. I think he got a question for the sister or a comment.
Which one?
yeah,
Which one? Sister Cherokee, Sister Holiday?
if people how can I dumb this down? If
Hold on one
people
second, one second. Hey, if
choose
you
not
can go on YouTube and you could be a hearing if that's possible. If you can check your YouTube, so that way I won't be, so that way you can hear his
okay.
energy versus mine. Go ahead,
Okay,
Don't you
sir.
hold
have
on.
a speaker
Hold
or
on.
something?
Who you got
I'm
a
gonna go on
question for?
YouTube right now so I can hear it.
No, I was talking to the people on the panel because I didn't know
Okay.
it was gonna. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, like um how do you if people choose not to help themselves, right? If people choose not to help themselves and they choose to always seek, like people have been doing for the last couple hundred years,
mhm,
thousands of years at that,
mhm.
like how will we ever get out of our situation if we're still dependent on
My
others?
daddy,
When
nigga, the
like
speaker or
wasn't like
something.
AP was saying, it's
Right?
up to self.
Indeed.
So it's up to you at the end of the day. You are your own savior. You are your own
King
Messiah.
Kara, good
I
to
don't
see
know
you
why
Him
people
around,
still
brother.
have
himself.
this
What?
save
Yo,
me
man, I miss you,
mentality.
man.
Like that's
That
old.
voice,
That's
that
outdated.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
was
voice,
wondering where the hell you
save
been,
me stuff.
bro.
Like
that
our
voice is
people have to
classic.
stop
Oh
being
Been on
man.
Al
dangerous
TV,
to
that
hold
nigga
Hold on
ourselves
one
sound like
second,
accountable.
y'all.
shit.
Hold on one second,
All
y'all.
right.
Yeah, because the brother's still speaking real quick. Hold on one second. Oh, go ahead. Hold on. Let
No,
me translate that. So basically, he was saying like, you got to help yourself before you seek help because from it has been a long generation after generation of us seeking help and not helping ourselves. So he was
right,
so
right.
he was saying uh kind of he was saying like what AP was saying is like you got to get out and help yourself, and then you can once you help yourself, then you go and you can help others.
Okay,
Is
so
that
that's why I was explaining
It's
before
like
I was chopped off
you have to
that there's
hold
people
yourself
who go out
accountable for
there
your
as
own
just
hold on
things.
one
myself. I'll
second,
use
brother? A sister
myself
want
as
to respond to you. If you can go back to YouTube and check it out, the sister want to respond to you.
Hold on, Ty.
Oh,
You know I'm in a Google Doc, right?
Everybody
From a
mute your
minute
mic,
ago. I
please.
used to be the
there
name is
are people.
Indigenous Vibes. I just ain't
Thank
been
you.
on in a
Please
minute,
mute your
but
mic.
Oh,
I'm in the
Indigenous
Google
vibe.
Doc.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Bro. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hold on one second. She finna go ahead and respond to you. Why don't you just get the link, man?
Yeah, just tell them
Yeah.
look at the YouTube or grab the
Yeah, I
link,
don't know how I
man.
do
For
it no
real,
more.
we'll
I
post it in
forgot
the
how you
back.
do
Just
all this,
post it
but
in
I
the
still
Okay.
got the app and everything.
What's your name out there now?
It should still be under Indigenous Vibes. That's just the name I got on YouTube, but I'm King, man. That's my name.
Oh, that's yeah. That's our king, man. He ain't no stranger. He ain't no new dude. He go way back. So yeah. Uh, let me see. Indigenous vibes. Yeah, I think we got you. I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link.
All right, bet.
All right,
What's
peace.
wrong with teaching people where they came from and teaching them our history? What's
Thank
the
you, sis.
problem with
Especially
that? I
when they
don't
don't know.
understand.
Good.
We
They're
already
saying, right, we've
know.
been lied to the whole
Okay, I'm gonna talk to her.
time. Who
Exactly. And
knows
we
where to
know
go?
that there's
No,
people in our own family that
You
are
know
okay with
what?
being systematically drawn. So, how can you tell somebody that, okay, you need to help yourself, and they don't know even where to begin except to reach out to somebody who is in the same like minded of knowing that they are not African or they are not what they've been told they are? How can you go about feeling so selfish and leaving someone
It's
reaching
not.
out for help to get out of a hole they fell into and tell them you got to dig yourself out. How the hell do you walk around?
lady,
Well,
lady. Hold on.
No,
The thing
but
is,
Like for real, that's how I take it.
but,
This is coming from somebody
but lady,
who's doing it. You
but
know what I'm
can I
saying?
say?
Like
I just want to say. I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing. I never said anything that you just said, but I did lead you into a direction where you could learn, where you could find out the beginnings and all this information that we've been putting out, thousands of videos on multiple channels. We break down. You can see the evolution within our information as well. We didn't always start off where we are now, and it was a gradual steps of understanding this information. And we done put out. If you still thinking that you're African at this point, if you done went through and done your due diligence by going through some of these old videos and getting your pen and your
Hey,
paper out
I'm
and
not
doing the
saying
research
I'm not
because at the end of the day I don't say take my word for anything. So if I speak, that means you're gonna have to go do some research or at least try to at least look
That's
for
true. We do
credibility.
that as
So when I
well.
give
We
you
do
a
do that
source
as
and I give
well.
you the resources, then if you follow the steps and if you follow the evolution that we have put out, then you should be where we are. And if you're not, or if you're new that you're coming in, I'm pointing you to some of the
Right.
older videos that's on some of our older channels, and you
Okay,
will
well
be
that's
exactly where
different
we
because
are
that's
now.
not what you were saying right
That's
away.
exactly
Like
what I
no,
said
that's
right away.
exactly
That's exactly what I said right away. Matter of fact, I said we got older videos,
you did
common
say there's
law.
older videos, but then
On
you also chop
everything.
that with we're
I said
not
it's the
gonna
older.
sit here and talk to people who don't know.
I
Like
never
I can't
used
even
those
figure
words
out.
at
I
all.
can't. That's why I said
that's
I'm not
I
gonna.
never used those words. Matter of fact, this is a live recording, so the people that's watching it will be able to go back and listen to exactly what I said initially when the conversation
you.
was brought
You
up.
gotta put
But
that
like I
limit.
said, but
Okay. Yeah. Can we just?
no, I think Chief Holiday wanted me to speak. But if Chief Holiday ready to speak, he know what to do for sure. But yeah, like I said, we love like the point is the reason I came into this information was to drop knowledge of what our ancestors had done and the
yep.
contributions to the world. You know, and so
Appreciate
when we came in, it was only to talk about the things that we thought would be the impossibles that was happening here in America. You know, we gave a book out, and I don't know if you guys got it, but y'all more than welcome to get it. You know, it's a $50,000 book for a hardback copy of it, but we got the PDF form of it. You know, we got the PDF.
PDF.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
have
so
a
Oh, oh yeah,
PDF.
yeah.
we
Oh
got
yeah, I know.
we
Tell
got
them
the
the name of the
American
book.
Indian
Tell them.
Encyclopedia, the American Indian Encyclopedia, 15,000 years of invention and innovation. I believe everybody that's in this information should definitely have it. And so I'll
Can
be
you
more than
can
welcome
you
to drop that in the chat or in the
yeah,
back
I was
chat
gonna
in a
say if
second, and I'll
anybody
let
has
somebody.
that, can they
Yeah, I
share
got
that,
it.
please?
I'll drop it in the back here in a second. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and
well
tell them the
Exactly.
name of the other book. Tell them the name of the
that's
other book.
fine. And once you go to some of the old bills, it be in the link and it be in the description box. It's in the chat, so you know it's around. So just take your time, comb through some of these important heavyweight jam bills that we put out, and you know there's some hidden treasures in there, some things that y'all can take as tangible and actually do your own research with. So we came and put this information out to try to to bring this information out to the world, and now the talking points are built off of a lot of this information that we have been putting out. You know, nobody was talking about the number zero being invented here. You know, it was always giving credit to Sumer. No, it was invented here in America. How you know that? We got the sources. We got the books and references that gives you the information to this particular argument. You see what I'm saying? It gives you the
Right.
facts to it. So, this is the information that we brought out. You know, the brother Unconscious one, Jaguar, Corey Mayo, Dane, Ab TV, and Chief Holiday. You know, these brothers been putting out information for a while. You see what I'm saying? And
don't forget me.
oh, Ten Kara, you cannot forget Ten Kara. That's for sure. He been around just as long as the rest of the brothers, dropping great information.
Well,
You
I
know,
will let y'all
so
know. that I personally did not find YouTube channels until maybe like 2 years ago. The first person I've ever came across that was talking about some things beside I was following Yusuf L and I followed Dan Calloway. I just now found Ab TV. Just now, uh, Doc Holiday's channel. These are all new to someone like me. I was going through books, like I found the congressional records. I used ancestry.com. I used my memory, talking, me being a study person. I used to be a minister, and I started researching and doing things that conflicted my spirit. So when there's different avenues of discovering who you are and not knowing where to start, I get it that a lot of people use YouTube, but there's people like me who did not. I did not use YouTube or the internet like that. I actually only had a phone for about a year and a half now. I'm one of those people that believe in being off grid, being off, the radar, so to speak. And I had to get on the radar just to figure out and communicate with people on how to do things properly and get myself into a certain situation. Um, my children have only been in public school for 1 year, 2 years based off of force of the government. I never, my children never went to regular school. We never put ourselves in the public view past them being born in the hospital. If I could have given birth at home, I would have, but I had to have a C-section. So this is the type of things that I'm talking about. For certain people, there's they don't really know exactly, okay, who the heck is Doc Holliday to somebody out in the open. You know what I mean? People don't know when they come into the community, hey, you need to look up this person, that person, this channel, this book, that book. You know what I mean? Some people don't know where to begin past ancestry. So then once you get to ancestry, where do you go from here? Because you go and you look up all these different things and different resources. Even us, you guys know, we have literally had conversations where one person had information on one subject and another person had the same different information on the same subject, different years, different dates, more information, lies mixed with truth. We have had builds like that. So what my question is how do we start introducing, I know you said the channel, but and now we just brought up books. What are some other ways that we can introduce people who are looking for a start, or not even so much a start, but a continuing of the direction they already went, let's say that.
How about a website?
I got.
Thank you. A
How
website.
about
Let me
website?
speak up on
Tribeup.
this.
I think the brother Al TV was gonna respond to that.
So, what I've been doing when I be reaching out and I be always in the hoods and shit and talking to people, what I do is I always point to my brother's channels and different people's channels, as a way to get forth the information. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of us have been doing this shit for a long time. We got smaller channels, but the majority of the understanding that comes from these smaller channels. You understand? And so when we was doing our research and we was doing these builds, we didn't know what was going to happen or what was going to come of it. So that's why a lot of teachers just like, we've done the work, right? Like if you go back, you will see like, yo, we've done thousands and thousands of hours of work. So a lot of teachers get to the point where they're like, at this point, we've done our due diligence till you have to like go and seek the information for yourself in order to say that you really want to come to that understanding. Like that's the understanding that we've come from. But I also understand the sister's point because there is a lot of people, man. Like I talk to them every day who just have no clue
Whatsoever.
like
That's
Right.
I do the
don't
same thing.
understand any of the information. So the first thing I usually do is I point them to the most palatable information that we have, which is like Dane's videos, right? I'll point them to Dane. as a way to break their understanding. And people like the documentary
Correct.
format.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually point them to Dane. I say, go look at just go look at bruh's videos. And once they've internalized a couple of bruh's videos, then they'll be able to go deeper into A1 and AP and Caramayo and all of this. But first, you know what I'm saying, they have to understand that all this shit was a lie and that everything they've known has to be re-examined. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
Exactly.
So,
wait. Hold on. So y'all don't kickstart their memory. See,
oh,
I
of
I
course, we're
kickstart
talking
kickstart
about
their
that.
memories too.
memory.
I
Of
ask
You
them
course.
if
know,
they've ever
I
heard their
go,
grandparents saying
yeah.
anything
That's
in
the
their
first thing I do.
childhood.
Hey,
Right,
you
I do
what
right.
your
do that
grandma?
as well.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do. Hey, what your
But
grandma say? I ask them what they call themselves. Once they give me the bullshit title, you know what I'm saying? I'ma laugh. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I'm gonna, hey, what your grandma said. You know,
Yeah. My
that's
biggest
the first
problem
thing
has been
your
with some of
grandma
these people is introducing them to certain channels and builds that we have, right? Like we have a live right now. Let's say I shared the link to the YouTube channel for our live for someone that's new in the community that's trying to figure out some stuff. When we have trash going on in our lives, do you think that person wants to talk to us anymore to figure out who they are and where they're going? That's
Well,
why.
I understand that point too, but it's like this for me. Like for somebody just like yourself who like really like fucking was seeking the truth. Like it's one thing if you're really seeking, like if you wake up every day and that's all you can think about, then you won't be thrown off by, you know what I'm saying,
My strength level is
miscommunications
default. Yeah, my strength
between
level is different than others. You know what I
right
mean? My
because
strength level is way different than others. I keep on going regardless of the bullshit, and I tell people, "Fuck you. You want some other shit? I'm trying to get here." You know what I
well
mean? But that's not
that's the point
everybody
though.
else's
If
mindset and
but
energy.
see if that's not your mindset, then you can't say you really want it. Right? If you say you really want something, that means you're willing to do certain things to obtain what you want. You can't
right.
say I want this, but I want it like this, and I want it like this, and I want it like this because none of us got it that way. We all had to go in the mud and we had to dig the shit out and figure
I
out
agree.
what
I agree.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
what was really true for self. See, it ain't about what everybody else thinks. It's about what you know for truth for self. That's what's going to give you
Right.
your power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna give you the ability to go and defend your rights and your birthright. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of us are trying to say, and it maybe it's coming out wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we just coming out
Yes, it
right.
was, but I'm glad that you're saying it the way that it needs to be said. That's why I'm asking these questions, you guys. I'm not asking to start a fight. I'm asking so that the people who are viewing can hear this so they can know what avenues to take or to expect during
Yeah,
this thing. It's not
yeah. Can
easy,
I can I
sis.
can I build on that a little bit? What I'm gonna do is those
Mhm.
of who knew, what I'm
Yo,
saying. I'm,
yo.
I'm guessing everybody downloaded the declaration, but I'm gonna bring that up because if you go to that page, what I'm saying. I'm gonna bring that up so y'all will be able to see it too. Just Yeah,
What
just to make
page?
sure. If you go to the page where the declaration is at, there's a little outbrush, a little outline of the government of the United States and the Constitution, and it breaks down the infrastructure of the government, and you have the legal branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Um, and so, when people come and they talk law and they type status and they talk status and stuff like that, that has its own genre. That what I'm saying, we're all not going to get together and what I'm saying and do one thing. It's going to be a bunch of people doing a bunch of different things for the same cause. You see what I'm saying? So but the people that do talk the law, is their job to
True.
try to set up so they can get everybody integrated into it. You see what I'm saying? It's their job to say, well,
True.
I got mine's done. There might be a brother over here. He's new to the information. He might, if I go talk to that legal stuff to him, he ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some type of program. I have some type of for him where it's a little app or it's a little page or
Yes.
maybe even a coloring
Yes.
book, whatever you got to do
Well,
to get
well,
some of the people that don't know about that stuff, get them on the right track. And those of us who do the technology and its different components. And so this is the hardest part we finding, that people don't is not sticking and get in the lane and owning it and actually making it, innovating it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a
Yeah, because
very
a lot of our people don't know how to read. A lot of our people don't even know how to read. So telling them to read a book is even a problem, and
well,
it's
that
different
that's no
challenge.
problem because there's software that can read for you. You see what I'm saying? There's PDF files. There's
Right.
YouTube.
But listen
There's
though.
robots
Yes.
After
and
that,
stuff like that. So reading ain't even yeah. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? I'm
but
not saying that's old school, but I mean like that ain't no
it's not
excuse no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you can copy and paste. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And Google will read it for you. You see what I'm saying? So so this is the hard part we finding is that when it comes to different departments feel like okay we the department that's going to rule the world, and it's like no, you're a small department. You
Right,
just focus on that your job is to make sure we just have pumpkins outside.
right,
That's
right,
it, bro.
right,
Like you don't need to
right.
do
Stay
anything
in your
else.
lane. Right,
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's the hardest part we finding, and
Your
it's
time.
hard to what I'm saying because everybody got this idea that we all gonna get together and everybody's gonna have the same idea. We gonna get together this one idea and we all
Yep.
just gonna pinpoint
no,
this one
no,
Yep.
idea,
no.
Hey,
and
so
that's
Ty, real
Then
quick.
not
they
gonna
need
Real
to
happen.
quick.
know that that's not going to happen.
Yo,
Right,
y'all, real
Not
quick,
right,
at
Ty.
all.
right, right.
So
And
check
Hold
it
on,
out.
that's
hey
that's the
Ty,
hardest part
Ty,
we're
Yo, yo,
she
yo,
facing.
trying to
yo, yo,
she
yo,
trying
yo,
to
yo,
speak.
yo, 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 yo.
Go
Real
ahead,
quick.
T.
We got. I don't like you say. I don't know how long you've been watching our channels, but Tribeup, Chief Holiday, or Lotus, or any other Tribeup channels or whatever, right? But we've always been offering solutions to our issues that we have, right? The declaration, the council is a part of that, right? We're working behind the scenes, to doing some amazing things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're
That's right.
we're rolling things out, presenting things out, but it takes the people. It takes you and whoever's listening to say, okay, well, I'm a part of this council. This is what I'm bringing to the table, and we can strengthen what you got going on in
Right.
California, and DC, and Iowa, and Kansas, and so on and so forth, right? So, uh, putting this tour together, you know what I'm saying, when we're getting close enough, when we're meeting our people and talking on the ground is needed, right?
Right.
But
That's for
but the organization part, and we can't put everything out on television because that doesn't make any sense. Governments, nations, groups don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Investments and getting land and doing certain things. We're doing all that. So that's what you guys. That's what we're saying. Join us. Come on board. You know what I'm saying? And help us build.
Or start your own,
And we'll
yeah,
help and
because
we'll support
I'm
you
and
on
we'll
too.
help you
I'm
do
You
on
know,
that,
we're
and
not
we'll
opposed to
help you
none of
do
that.
that too.
Right.
You
yeah,
know.
because
But
like I said
the
earlier, the
entity, the
matriarchs.
entity that we're building though is what we're on. We're on
Uh,
the 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 platform is what we're building. You
correct.
understand what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I don't know if you understand.
Hey,
If we
y'all
had
all
the
bring
influence of, let's
positive
just say, the
energy.
Breakfast Club or something like that or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
Well, first off, we have to wake our people up. We see Yvette Carnell and say Talib Kweli, right? Reason why we use them as examples is these are supposed to be people as leaders in our community. You understand what I'm saying? Voices for our community. They still talking dumb, black and African
Right.
Thank
American
you.
Right.
slaves and
Thank
all this
Thank
dumbass
you.
shit. Right. But we have to have those voices or those dirty glasses of water to present
that's
our clean glass of water.
that's
And
true.
everybody's so used to drinking dirty water, they when they get some clean water, they start choking and shit like,
Right.
oh
It's your
shit,
That's
agent.
true.
You're an
what the
agent.
fuck
I
is
never
this?
seen
True.
that
This
before in
gotta
my
be a
life.
scam. This has to be
Whoa,
a
how
scam.
decided they to do
And
that?
we're the only platform that ever gave any motherfucking thing to anybody. So motherfuckers don't
True.
support the real. That's on you. I
Preach.
don't give a fuck.
Preach that shit.
Let's just keep it
Talk
They,
that shit,
1,000.
T.
Motherfuckers support motherfuckers doing dumbest shit ever. They
Yes,
ain't
they
never gonna
do.
hmm
give them
I've
shit.
seen it and I've been
Never give nothing
disgusted
back.
by it. I've spoke
We give
on
you a
it.
teaching network. We give you motherfucking projectors. We done gave every motherfucking thing, and we gave our fucking blood. And niggas still don't give a fuck. So we
and
just need a
and
few
I've
good
seen
men and
we
people
women.
and
sending
We just
fiat
need a
to
few
people to
good
get their
men and women.
paperwork together, them misspending it. I've
A
done
lot of
seen
niggas
and
don't want to
heard it
be the
all.
founding fathers and mothers of this goddamn country, of this nation. We are. We stand on that. You know what
yep.
I'm saying? I see some people that, well, we need a leader. We don't need a leader. We need leaders. We need more
Yes,
leaders
multiple. We
doing
need multiple leaders because
right.
what our
Leaders.
problem is, we fail to realize that okay, what they say, it was a third okay, for basic people, for basic knowledge. Everybody knows there was 13 colonies. There was 13, people that came together, different types of office that came together to form one. They all move in one motion, but it's multiple people making these decisions and coming together to make these things a working notion. That's the same thing we have to do with one
There
another.
Hey,
still
You know what
hey,
I
there
mean?
Sister
still
Letty,
is
The,
only
the,
13
the,
colonies, sister. There's
Sister
still
Letty,
just
you know,
13.
you know, ex-
I just broke it down to that. Like 52, we could even say the United States they all come together under one federal government, but they all have individual laws. However, we want to break it down for the people who are
Gotta
not going
make
to
it simple.
understand it in a
Gotta make it.
huh?
Yeah, right.
well,
You
look,
gotta make it
did
simple
you
first.
if if y'all
Yes,
go
Yep.
if y'all go to my
you got
channel,
to make it simple first. Thank you, Joseph. Make it kindergarten
me and
first because
Tinkara
we got to
just
crawl before we
broke this
walk.
down. Did y'all hear me? I said me and Tinkara just gave y'all the science on the one thing we need in order to make all this happen. We don't have a treaty amongst ourselves. So if you don't have a treaty amongst yourself, then you don't have a common foundation to move forward upon.
Facts.
Well, first, wait. We know we work under common law. We know that. We work under common law. That's
Where
the way
did
we always work.
hold on, brother?
So
Where did
why
the
do why
where did
hold on. So why now do we, us as aboriginals, why do we have to make a contract for us to have an understanding between us?
It should be
because
natural. It should. I
can
mean,
I
we
can
could
I
have one, but it should
But
be
it's
part of
not
our
though.
culture
can I
too, and
can I
it's not.
answer, bro?
Right.
So we got to reinstill it in
Yep.
order for us. We got to change
Indeed.
the culture.
Yep. Yep.
We got to. This is like the treaty amongst ourselves is just our way of changing the dynamic of the understanding and the
Hmm.
paradigm. Like we
Right.
understand that this is necessary. Like we're killing each other and we're allowing other people to kill us. So the way to solve that problem is to make an agreement amongst all of us, all the different types of us, that we ain't gonna fuck each other up. We gonna fuck whoever's fucking with us up. That's basic.
Agreed.
Right.
That's
And then we come.
that's
Let,
Then
let
we
me
come.
let me get a little visual with that.
Agreed
Hey, wait.
to
Hold
an
on, hold on,
extent. There's
hold on,
different ways to do that, but go
hold
ahead,
on. Go
sis.
ahead, Ty.
Let
Go
me
ahead,
put
Ty.
a
I
little
want you to
visual with that and what they mean by treaties amongst each other. For example, if you got a church or something,
hold up.
or when you got a church or something, you got to buy chairs. And let's just say Tinkara make chairs. So you would sign a contract and say our church won't have nothing but Tinkara chairs. You got some of us, we wear little hats and wear little garments. We have a contract and say we will not wear any garments except from, Aboriginal TB. And then Reginald Green, he make, you know, whatever little piece, little, I don't know, jewelry or whatever. And we just say,
Right.
well, we won't buy any jewelry except from him,
And
but we
this
make
this
sure.
gives us a
Right, but then
direction for the bullet to
he
go.
would then go to use the tools to make his jewelry or to make his chairs, and he would then go to Chief Holiday, who got the metal, and he would say, well, I wouldn't buy any metal except from Chief Holiday. Chief Holiday would need the ingredients from to make his metal, and whatever he need, he would say, then I would go to Joseph to get my materials, and then you see what I'm saying. So it's a mechanism, and so the treaty
A
that they talk.
cycling of cycling. I
Right,
believe
right,
that bringing the
right. And the
fiat within
treaties that
in
they
the
talking
community.
about would fall. It will fall under that. Now this isn't everybody's culture. This is normal as hell for everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Everybody else just automatically do this, but for some reason,
Correct.
I don't like Yahshua chairs. He's a Hebrew, so I don't want a Hebrew chair. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
don't want
it's
a
not a
Indian
it's
chair.
not for
You know what I'm
some
saying?
I
reason,
mean,
Ty.
but we shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
We
That's
that
what we
shouldn't even
doing.
be a
That's right. That's what we doing. It shouldn't matter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's a
I
Cherokee. I
don't
don't
even
want no
believe in.
Cherokees making my chair. You guys are this and that. It's like
I think that's really ignorant, but I
right.
get what you're saying. I think that's extremely ignorant. That's one of our biggest issues. If we keep finding division when we need to be working on unity. So that's like
That's a fact.
something that discusses me beyond compare. I think that is one of the reasons why I do keep myself away from a lot of conversations because that is something that happens heavily.
Thank you.
Well, I want to address that, right? So Sean D read the Blue Collar Scholar, right? I remember him saying he has an Asian partner, right? He says the Asian partner said, "You guys are funny." He said, "You guys that got all these things that separate you. You know, us Asians don't do that. Think about it. They could be Laos.
Asians
You know
do that to a degree.
I was
I
just
am
gonna
what
part
say
Asian.
that. I was letting them
I'm saying?
finish though.
When they come to America, it's them
Not
against
when they on
us.
foreign land. They don't do that.
Okay, we shouldn't worry about if we are Moor or what type of tribe of Aboriginal we come from, or if we are Hebrews. When it comes to being on code, we're on code. That's just
You.
what that is.
And that's the point,
Like we're
right?
on code. Like that's my brother and sister right there. Boom. We're protecting these women and children. Anybody that's in sex trafficking, anybody that's in pimping and anything the fuck else of our people, we got an issue. Let's just be
Sister
there.
Cherokee.
Let's go there. Let's go.
Right.
Let's just be clear. You know what I'm saying? And I know pimp. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, go get a job, go do something else. Like we need to clean up our own backyard and then stop
Well,
worrying
see,
about
hey
whether the
Chief,
police killing on us because we killing on each other way more than anybody else. So I have the same amount of energy for the police that I got for niggas killing each other. Yes, that is work. And
Yeah.
real men and real women, real leaders stand up and do real shit. Some shit is not even
Facts.
conversation. Like some of these conversations that be having, I'll be like, yo,
It'd
how?
be dead.
How?
It's like disgusting, right? You'd be like, why is this even going on?
Boy, listen, if I could have like they said, if I ruled the world and anything I said, it'd be a lot of shit that they'd be like, damn, he just did that to him for what? Like, just the disrespect level, just the conversation that you're having, the things that you're
Right.
saying,
Right.
it will put you in jeopardy. Real talk, like the shit, some of the shit I be hearing, what I be seeing and shit in the world. I'm like, if I could snap my fingers, motherfuckers would be out of there. It wouldn't be. I'm
Gone.
telling y'all,
Exactly. I
I'm playing
swear.
with y'all.
Same here.
Niggas be playing like,
I would
yo,
be kicking so much to the
I
curb.
snap
Like
my
I don't know if
fingers,
y'all was
gambler
here
be
when I was talking
gone.
about the
Pedophiles
pedophilia
be
shit.
like, it wouldn't be to catch a predator. Like, what is that? Like, what are we talking about? Shout out to Chris Hansen and them or whatever. I salute that. They should embarrass and put these people
Put
on
that.
front.
Don't you put
But the
my key in
problem
your
is
mouth.
though, it's way more people not being caught. Right? Children are on the internet dealing with grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? Children are in this city prostituting themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are we doing? What are we talking about? What got them to the point?
You saying in this city as if it's not happening
Yeah,
everywhere. I've been from Missouri to New York to Illinois to California to Las Vegas to Texas and New Mexico, and I've seen teenagers selling themselves. I've seen 13, 12-year-olds selling themselves to survive, to eat. I've seen young men stealing clothes from people just so they can go eat because they mama selling their body so she can get high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely terrible.
and
And
then they
then we honor
send
the drug
our
dealers.
people overseas.
That's another thing. Then we honor the drug dealers,
Unbelievable.
not understanding that the drug dealing is bringing a lot of the pedophilia, a lot of the abuse, a lot of the fucking murders and things that's happening because people are fighting over drug territory, drug money, being able who's going to be able to sell these drugs in these areas or whatever. That's just fact, yeah. So if we could eliminate, let's just say, the drugs and the prostitution from our like niggas honoring strip clubs. Like, let's shut all this. Let's shut all this shit down. We don't own this shit. We don't own Magic City. We don't own none of this bullshit that these motherfuckers are exploiting us. Let's keep it real. So everything is on the chopping block. Everything's on the table if we're gonna be a real nation. Because if they didn't when they came here, none of this shit was here. They brought this here. They brought orphanages here. They brought prisons here. They brought this shit here. So let's just keep prostitution. We was not our women wasn't prostituting themselves. Our men wasn't prosecuting themselves. Our
No,
children was not
no.
prosecuted. Prosecuted.
Our children weren't fending for
Prostituting themselves.
themselves in the way that they're fending for themselves now. That is something that breaks my heart. Being that I was one of those children, I don't like seeing other children feel like they have to commit a crime or do something hurtful for the next person in order for them to survive. We should be automatically be able to create an avenue where there's a safe spot or safe place or whatever for our children. We don't even have that
I've
anymore.
always
Who remembers the library bus?
out there
Does
taking
anybody
care of
is any
children for our people.
You say the library bus?
Yes, does anybody remember when we were little there was a bus. It was like an ice cream truck, but it or a miniature school bus, and it was a library bus.
They
The
have books.
Yeah, I never
library
seen that
bus would
thing.
come. They had books, they
Yeah.
had movies, they had music, and sometimes they would have a truck behind them that will give out different snacks and stuff for story time or story circle or whatever. These are
Wow.
things that we lost in our community that we need back.
Yep. I remember
WIC
that.
used
Yeah.
to deliver food to the doors. They didn't, you know what I mean? They used to come and bring a crate, and it was filled with the Moto meal, the cheese, the orange juice, the milk, Raisin Bran cereal,
Oh, you went way back.
baby
Oh
food if
hell.
there was babies. I'm just bringing up the fact that these are things that was helping our people not do half of the
Who
shit we're
supplied
doing
them?
now
Who
Yeah.
supplied them
Hey,
though?
hey,
We
hey,
that we
gotta
we,
need
know.
to bring
hey,
back.
hey,
That's it.
Lady Holiday, we
That's
just
it.
got
That
a,
was
we
the
just got a
beginning of
few,
the
we
food
just got
stamp.
another chunk of people just entered your
Hey,
room. Can you reintroduce yourself a little bit, and then we gon' you know what I'm saying? Then we got Indigenous Vibe just got on
yo,
the
yo, yo.
channel
Hey,
too.
no, no, no. Real quick though. Real quick though.
How
Who
y'all
who
doing?
who funded the food and stuff? Who funded the food and stuff?
First
Yeah,
off,
that was a
WIC
form of
WIC
indoctrination.
was
Okay, so it's a government agency. So we talking. Okay.
that's true,
So
but
we
WIC
knew
was
that.
Taxpayers.
started. We already actually WIC
We knew.
originally was not a government. WIC originally was Black Panthers. That's why it was delivered door to door. WIC was not originally what it is today. So let's not keep
Well,
throwing things under
right,
the
right,
bus
right.
as if we didn't have shit taken from
But
us.
here's the solution to
And
that, though. Here's the
huh?
solution to this. Here's the solution to this, though, sis. We have to form our own organizations, right?
That's true. Or
Let's
create our
secure
own.
that get
That's
the
what I'm
funding,
saying.
they get the tax dollars, they get the tax dollars to give it directly to the people who need it the most. Now, for me, I like fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that that are grown by people from the communities and things of that nature, whatever, right? And instead of having a fucking ice cream truck riding around, you would have fresh fruits and vegetables that would be delivering to people.
Correct. That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying.
That's how it
And
Exactly.
was
then
That's
they
what
can
I'm doing.
use the EBTs or
That's a
whatever. You know
bit.
what I'm saying?
Say that
So
again, sis.
yeah, no, definitely, I'm definitely with it. But I'm
That's
saying
how
that
it
we
was
have to
back
fund
in
it
the
though.
day.
We
We
have to
called him the
control it.
vegetable man.
Right, right.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
have to
That's why I
control
brought
it.
out. That's why I brought out these examples because
Didn't y'all used to have
if
milk
y'all,
trucks too?
But
yeah,
I'm
we
saying
used
though,
to
we
have
need to
all
control.
types of
Yeah,
stuff.
we
Yeah,
Like,
need
we
to
did.
control it though. They
but this
don't
is
need to be
like
riding around our neighborhoods giving us anything. We need
Mhm.
to control every goddamn dollar
Right.
that
It
goes
was
in and out
somebody
of our
in the
community.
neighborhood that were growing the vegetables,
Yeah,
and they were loaded up on a truck
thank
and taken around
you. That's the
different
same thing with the
neighborhoods
library.
to sell it.
Yes. And that's
yeah.
the same, and not even just selling it.
Well,
There was people walking around giving things to people. You know what I mean? I remember when I was a little girl, there well, my granny owned the farm, so maybe that's why I remember it. But my granny used to go and she would give out after we put away things. Every winter we would go we every fall we would go hunting and we would go get antelope, shoot antelope and deer and all this shit, and we would make jerky. My favorite jerky was antelope jerky. Um, I hated the process of skinning the animal and separating the parts and all of that. But the fun part was seasoning it and going to our neighbors, which they weren't real neighbors because we had to drive far shit. But we would go out 20, 25 miles and give and trade. Hey, we got this much meat and jerky. What do you have? What do you have that you can spare? You know what I mean? We don't do that anymore. That's something we need to be working on.
Did you call them
Bar
first, or y'all just showed up on the door?
No, we used to knock. We didn't have. I don't want. I actually don't believe. I think back then all we had was what? I don't
Landlines. They
even.
don't have no cell
Yeah,
phones.
landlines. I don't.
They
I
only
don't
had
think we
landlines and
had
cell phones.
Oh,
because the
okay.
two way was way after that.
I'm
After what
sorry,
I'm
y'all.
talking about.
I'm a little bit of a weirdo. But can you reintroduce yourself a little bit so for the new people just came in?
All right, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all? This is Lady Healing Hands Holiday. I am. I don't know what to say. I am a growing shunman. I am a homeschooling mother. And I am a person working on building a community farm in Palmdale, California, so that there's a place of resource and rest and restoration, and for the community of Aboriginal individuals. How y'all doing?
Peace. That's all. We got Indigenous Vibe just got in the building. Indigenous Vibe, he goes back, but he
you
just come and go for a little bit. But good to see you back, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Just I ain't been in a minute. It's just because I had some stuff going on in like my personal life. So I
Hey,
mean,
you
I'm gonna
breaking up, bro? You real low.
try to talk to. Say that one more time.
No, you real low.
How about now?
You lower.
Yeah, you went low. You might
How
have
about
to
Speaking
now?
to the
go out
mic.
and come back in. Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in, bro. It's like it's a signal or something. Connection.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So I don't I like I said, y'all. I don't think that we should expect things to happen overnight because it took us a long time to get into this fucked up position, y'all. This is a real fucked up position.
Agreed.
Y'all understand what
We
I'm
Can you
messed
hear
saying?
me?
up. Oh
We
yeah,
are,
you good. You
yeah,
good.
like we messed up in the
All
past
right.
and we
Good.
can't refight the same fight. Now we have a different fight that we have to fight. We have
Yeah.
to move differently because we are economically fucked up. The only reason why we're in this position socially, politically, is because we don't have the economic base that we had once before. We have allowed other people to come in here and alienate us from building on our own fucking shit.
True.
This
Facts.
is fact.
I'm gonna
I'm
disagree
telling
with
y'all.
that. I think we got a lot of money going around. I just think we just doing dumb shit. But
We do got a
And
No,
lot.
that's
I get
also
that.
true.
Don't get it
because
twisted.
when
Both
you
of
look
But
at
these
our
are true.
population, when
what
you
I'm
look at our
saying is though, we're
population, and
conditioned.
when you look at our
We don't think
GDP,
like Vlad and them. We don't think like the Asians. We
right,
don't
right,
think like
yeah,
the
No.
Koreans. We
yeah,
think like niggas. We want to, as soon as we get it, if they give us reparations, right? Let's just say 40, 30 million of they determine, oh, well, 30 million y'all can get it or whatever,
My
right?
God.
And they give out a windfall. Boom, here's $100,000, right? That ain't no goddamn money. $1 million ain't no money. You understand what I'm saying? Like niggas like get that in lottery. Niggas play football, Mike Tyson, them everything. Niggas have made so much money. If you don't have the right mindset, the right thought patterns, you're gonna give it right back to them
right, or the
instead of
right
every
Yes,
culture.
time they
you
choose
are.
to give
And
them
they
a piece
know
back.
that. And
You
they
dig what I'm saying?
know that.
So we're fools because
And
we
they
run
know that.
around our towns
That's why they're
in
willing to
America.
do it
We
because
got
they're like,
Chinatown
come
all
on,
over
they're going to
America.
give it back to us. They already know they celebrate our.
So what are solutions though? See, I like to talk solutions. I don't like to say, oh, this is happening to us. What's gonna stop us? No, niggas, get money,
Because we
get
already.
power. Money is power. I don't give a fuck. Don't let
We're the
no
same.
nigga
We're the
tell
same.
you
I'm
money
with
ain't
you.
power. He's
Right, and
lying.
right,
He's a
and
liar. You can't shoot a bullet because you a gun because you can't buy them. You don't have the resources. You don't. You're going to lose every time. So when niggas be like, oh, we want to be poor righteous teachers, not us. We want to be rich righteous teachers. We're not playing with y'all. We ain't got time for that dumb ass shit. Cause niggas only hey listen, I'm gonna say this again. The only reason
Preach.
why polite is even a question is around is because he projects himself as being successful. And niggas like men that got women and money. And women obviously like it too because women support this nigga too. So I'm tired of you niggas, man.
Who?
I'm
Facts.
tired. We just need a few good men and women, man, to get this thing going. And guess what? Just like everybody else, everybody will follow the
That's
leaders.
true.
Niggas will follow the leaders. Okay? So we shouldn't feel like anything. We just gotta set the precedent. Because nobody the fuck else is doing it. Nobody. And I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Niggas are talking about ADOS, and ADOS ain't brought a goddamn thing to the
I've
table.
tried. That's
Nothing.
true.
Nothing. They haven't brought
Right.
nothing to the motherfucking
I've
table.
tried multiple times to go through our elders and try to start a solution on supplies. How are we going to start trading or a
You
plantation
cut
of
me in
building our
now.
own? I apologize. Building our own church, not a church per se. Like, can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, not a church for like, according to what we know and was taught church to be, but like ways to go around and about things so that we are able to commune within ourselves. Okay, we now have vehicles. We have access to so much that we did not have access to back in the day. Now, our farms and our land was taken. Okay, we know that. But now that we are in a position or we are now aware of the things that were taken, what are we doing to make sure we get ourselves in an establishment to get these things back?
right.
Yeah.
We
Why
have to
people
pick a
are
lane
sitting
and
here
innovate
finding
it.
rent to own, why people are sitting here
Um.
finding rent to own houses or mini mansions and all this crazy shit. Past that, are you like me? I invested in land. I let go of leases and I when I became permanently disabled. I took myself in a direction where I could live by my means, not above my means. I know that I'm rich in knowledge, so I applied my richness to my life so that I am more sustainable. You know what I mean? So we
Right.
have to alter our vision and our thoughts for one, because
Right.
we look at shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with our people, man. You give somebody $1,000, and the first thing they want to do is go to the club and buy a $300 table, and then they wondering why most of their money gone. We don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah. We
stupid
got
as
bread.
fuck, but we do that. I see it all the
Yeah,
time, and I be
I
like,
seen it. I seen
I
it
be looking
personally.
like, what the fuck did you do that for? And then you cry and talk about some, I don't know where my money went, my nigga. Nigga, I know where your money went.
We got
Hey,
Libra
that's
Son out there in the building. What's up, Libra
No,
Son?
but that's
But we
good.
gonna let Indigenous Vibes get it in. He back on the panel. You back real quick?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, you good.
yeah,
Yes.
good now.
Um, I don't even know where to come in at, but like, yeah, earlier I was when what we were talking about earlier, I was saying when you were saying like there has to be some type of method to where as though we can reach out to all the people who don't got access
Correct.
to, you know what I mean, who don't got access to probably YouTube or whatever. But at some point in time, like me, I'm only 24 years of age. Most of the people I've come across either my age or older, and the young people don't really. Most young some people listen to me, but a lot of people, even if I give them the sources and like I'll put them on like I have a lot of PDFs like saved on my phone, and I like look over them sometimes. I like do my own little research here and there. Like the other night, I was researching I pull it up right here because it's on my phone. I'll tell you later once I get it. But at some point in time, like say most people I talk to this about say that I'm stupid or I'm dumb or something's wrong with me. I got religious people saying I'm a burn in hell and I don't know what I'm talking about. And I
Okay,
say
we know
God,
that those are people under a spell, right?
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So if you're coming at me like that, if you're coming at me like that, and I'm trying my best to help you in any way I can. I'm trying to get you to look into your family. I'm trying to get you to like research yourself and like really be unbiased in what you come across as far as knowledge go. Because a lot of people
Hey,
bias with it. A lot of people got religious affiliations that they don't want to let go of when they research. So they
True.
only research
So
right,
certain
right.
plant the
things.
seed and keep
But I'm
moving.
saying I
Right.
think you kind of
Yeah,
mixing
yeah,
two
and
different things though. Like you
say that one
mixing
more
the
time.
religious conversation with the Aboriginal conversation. You
No,
understand what I'm
I'm
saying?
not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just using the
No, he's not.
examples of
He's
people.
using examples. I get where
Yeah,
he's
okay,
talking
okay, I
about.
got you. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
you
just
was.
using the examples. I'm not religious, bro. I'm just using the examples to like as the people I come across on an everyday basis that I
He's
try to
talking about people
bring
who
it.
are starting off looking for a how he
You
introduces the Aboriginal
hey,
knowledge to people who are
my
not.
suggestion to people, man, because I know I've planted seeds. I've lost friends, for instance, right? And those people have came back
Same.
later and said, "Hey, man, I talked to my grandma. You was right about this," or I seen a
Right.
meme. Blah 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 blah. You just gotta be
Right.
consistent, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta
and
stay.
Plant the
You
seed and
gotta
keep
stay like
going.
this is a
that's and
lifestyle.
that's
Niggas see what they
that's
doing. Damn, that nigga on his
that's
Indian shit every day. That's right, nigga. Every day, nigga. We on this American shit every day. We pushing this agenda every day. But you have to be successful. See, here's the thing. When we going around the country, if I pull up in y'all city busted and disgusted, y'all gonna be like, man, I don't want to listen to what this nigga talking about. But if I come to that bitch with them Aboriginal shoes on, walking like a god, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, y'all follow me. People say, oh shit, they're
Oh, can I get a
successful.
pair of those?
Let's follow them. Of course. Let's follow them. Let's do what they're doing. I want to walk like a god too. I want to talk
Yes,
like a
walk
god
your
too.
talk.
You
People
understand what I'm
do
saying?
need
So
to
when they
see
see you,
that.
brother, moving and walking and moving like a god, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to tell me, oh, God is
Mhm.
a dramatic thing. Shut up. Walking like like you the most high
I
on this
have
bitch.
good and bad. I have people who like my knowledge. You know what I mean? Like and what's your name again? Love
just
Indigenous.
call me Akeem. No, that's just the
Okay,
icon.
Akeem.
Akeem.
Okay.
Indigenous vibes.
I
Yeah.
I speak okay. So I speak to people just like you do, right? And they'll have
Hmm.
mixed emotions about me. They'll be like, "Oh, she's so knowledgeable. She's so well-rounded. I love the way she raises her children. I love the way she dresses. I love the way she carries herself, but she sound crazy." You
Hmm.
know
Shout out
what
to
I'm
Yeah.
None the
saying?
Last
So,
Chief for your meeting in the
you know
building.
what I mean?
So that just that
Well,
But it's
well,
it's the
Like I
realness
like
well,
of
you, but
people.
you bit of a weirdo.
Yeah,
It's
like
'cause-
people be like, "Oh, you loco. Oh, you believe in worshiping multiple gods." And I'm like, "No, I don't. You hear that so off. I don't know how the fuck you got that out of what I just introduced to you." And they're
welcome
everything
like,
to
that
the
I go
club.
through, everything that I go through, every
right,
time
but this
that's
is
why
right.
my
I was
thing
I,
too.
I
I
said
always
earlier.
believed God was a woman, y'all. All my life, even as a minister, I've always believed God is a woman, right? Do you
Look,
know how
look.
many people will frown their nose at me and tell me I'm wrong, but I try to explain to them, tell me where you see a
Who's
male
God?
over
Look, Ty.
Yeah.
The God, the all knowing, the all born, the almighty is a female entity, bruh. It's not a male.
but
That's
not everybody believes that,
just
baby boy.
Right, but
look,
you have to let them.
look,
You have to
Yeah,
let people
look,
have their
look, look.
individuality.
I'm telling you something right now. This scratch what people believe. I'm telling you what I know. She spoke to me
Same,
a time since I was a kid, bruh. Hey,
same.
it's not a joke. It's not
It's
a joke.
not. It's not. That's why I keep going about things and let
But
people know
but
that that's what
but
you feel, but that's
that's
not what I
that's
know.
but
uh,
that's on them to find that out. That's on them to find that out.
Right, yeah, that's touchy.
Right,
That's touchy.
exactly. That's
But
what I
but
mean
but
by
but the
plant the seed and keep going. Because once you plant the seed into their soul and their spirit, don't just go for the flesh, go past that. You have to know how to plant seeds into people's minds, hearts, and spirit. Because once you plant that seed, then they'll come back around, or that'll stay in their mind lingering. It'll keep popping back up for them to either have to push it out on their own, or they're going to have to figure out, why is this still sitting in my mind? Let me go ahead and look this up, or let me go to someone else that can help break this down. That's what I mean by planting seed and keep going, because I have people who have messaged me. They are big Jesus believers or whatever. Some of them are no longer so much. They're like, I'm lost. I don't know where to go. Or are we Moors? Are we this? Are we that? They come and they try to ask questions. I got Hebrew Israelites that are still, talking to me, because I walked different paths before I got to where I'm at now fully, because I was this way. But I was like I don't know, I was trying to find my way. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
you know what's
But
funny? Everybody keeps forgetting that every single organization that's out there that comes to you and tell you, "Oh, we are Moors, we're Hebrew Israelites, we're this, we're that, we're Indian, we're every single one of them."
Mm-hmm.
well,
That's
especially
that's
now, because that's
but
where
that's
we've been broken down to.
but see
No,
that's
it's
not
not what we're
no,
broken
but
down
what
to. If you
people
Just
actually look
different
at the history,
times.
yeah,
different times of the chronological clock, we were those people. We were
but
called those people at certain different times of
but
our existence.
Yeah.
look.
But the brother indigenous vibe is going through something, because that's part of the social political fight, because when he go out there and he let his friends know, his friends looking at him like, what I'm saying, because they ain't heard about us. They don't know nothing about us.
Right.
They ain't
But
found the cool way.
what
But
what I was
but
And
trying
that's
what I
but
and
what I
that's where I'm
but
gonna
what you
come
gotta
back and
realize
say
is, though, is that,
first.
your main thing, because you 24 years old, your main thing and your main concern should be finding your path. That's the best way you can help your people, is to find your path. And once you find it, you make it so cold and make it so slick and so slide that anybody that come before you, they don't even, what I'm saying, they won't even recognize it no more. You see what I'm saying? So that's the best thing you can do, is find what you're good at, your lane, and bring your lane. You know what I'm saying? Bring your lane in, or make it whatever you're
Shine.
gonna do.
Make it shine.
Right,
Reflect. Make it
make your lane
reflect like a
shine,
diamond.
and link
I
up with
I
people with
I
different lanes, and you guys make a highway. And that's the main point we're trying to do, because trying to talk to people, that's only for a few people. Like that's a talent. Like, you literally need a talent to talk to people. Everybody ain't got it, but you know what I'm saying. That's a whole nother job. You know what I'm saying? That's like a job. So to
But
make
when you have the desire, when you have a will, there's a way. I
right,
mean,
right.
there's everyone speaks different languages. Even in the English language, we still have a multitude of different ways of understanding and communication with just this one language. There's still multiple languages in that one language. You know what I mean? We have so many different ways of slang. We got, like Joe was saying, that people use different terms for the same thing, but in different genres. Each age range has a different language. You know what I mean? We got the 45 to 55 that speak one way, and I can't say 25-year-olds talk like me, so I ain't gonna lie, I say that one. But
That's all I was trying to say earlier though, was like when Ty was trying to like translate for me. I guess you like you misinterpreted me, like, because I didn't really get a chance to explain myself. I was trying to say like the people who have to be like they have to hold themselves accountable is everything that you had just said. I didn't get a chance to like break it down, but you just broke it down for me practically, because I was going to say, if I come to somebody with information, or if you trying your hardest to save somebody, and say somebody falling off a cliff, or somebody is sliding down, like, say, I don't know, a bottomless pit of anything, like quicksand or something, and you try to save them, and they punch you in your face and say you the fuck crazy, what are you supposed to do about that? Like,
You're supposed to let them fall. You're supposed to let them
exactly,
fall,
yeah,
bro. Hey,
exactly.
when
That's
they're
all I was
letting
trying to
when
say.
they fight
lady,
you
wait,
to
lady,
stay put, then yes, you let them go.
That's all I
You
was trying to
tell
say
them.
wait,
earlier. Yeah.
wait, wait, lady. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
we
finish, bro.
buffering right now. Hold on. They said we buffering right now. Hold on 1 second. What the?
Oh man. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. That's all.
Yeah, you just let people know your intentions and then leave them be. When you let
That's
them know
exactly what
that
I
that's
do.
not your intent, and that your intention is to love and build them, not to let them die, and then they need to see on their own
Lady,
that from there on. Yes.
lady, as a nurturer, that's your job. You can do that. But as a male, we can't do that. Let me speak to the brother real quick. Hey, bro.
What's
Hey,
up?
as a male, when you got somebody on the cliff, bro, and they falling, and you trying to help them, if they want to be saved, you help them, bro. But if they punch you in your face, bro, you let them gain their own strength to pull themselves back up, bro.
Precisely. That's what I was trying to say
That's what I
earlier.
just said
That's my
though,
whole.
love.
Yeah, that's what she said too. That's the whole.
Yeah.
That's we all on the same page. That's all I was trying to say earlier. I'm saying
Yeah, yeah,
I'm listening to you
Hey,
good and all.
yeah. Our
We
call just dropped. We just dropped off.
ain't nobody. You ain't nobody.
Yeah, we just dropped off.
how
You know what I'm
long did
saying?
that take?
But
How did we drop? Did
Yo,
somebody?
Tenkara, what's up, bro? I ain't talked to you in a minute.
but we finna
Yeah,
go back on in a second though. We finna go back on in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I understand. You know what I'm saying. I understand. You know. You know a little bit about what you going for, but like I say, cause if they out there, if they lost and they still found their path, they still can be lost and still can be a plus to us. You know what I'm saying? A
Mm-hmm.
plus to their people,
True.
as long as they found their path.
True.
So one of the important things is to find your path. So that way, that way, that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the best things you can do for the collective, and you can bring that to the table. And while you bringing that to the table, you can then reach out to other people, because now you found your path. You know what I'm saying, and you won't get knocked off. You know what I'm saying, you won't get knocked off your path. So if they out there, they lost, just, as long as you found your path, because that should be the first. That should be the overall objective. Oh man, I color real good. Okay, I'm gonna be the cartoonist of the nation. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, whatever you do. And then once you find that, then you know what I'm saying, you go out and help people. But if you ain't found that, and if you ain't found your path, and you out there trying to, talk to other people, it's gonna, it might go against you a little more. It might be an extra little, because now they looking at you like, man, you just confused as I am, bro. You see what I'm saying? You understand? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I see what you're saying. I don't know if you remember, but I do draw and I do produce. And I always, well, I ain't always produce, but I got like situations per se. Like, I don't want to
Right,
like
right.
like jinx myself, but I
Yeah.
always
Don't
like I got stuff that I,
put your stuff out there. Don't air it.
yeah, I got stuff that I do. Like, I got a bunch of friends that like really thank me for the fact that I put. I'll tell you how that worked. Like, my one friend, when I was still a Christian, this was like probably like 5 years ago when I was still a Christian. He tried to wake me up, and I fought him, argued with him, called him out his name, all that,
Mm-hmm.
and he woke me up. I had to go through the Israelite phase, the Pan African phase for the longest. until I came across this because I just kept on researching. I just kept researching.
Right.
I
Same.
used to think I used to think I was from another planet. You know how people say we from the dog star and all that other shit. I used to
Anunnaki and
really,
all that
I
shit.
did too.
I
I
used
did
to really
too.
be on it.
Thanks
And
for
I
like
being
did
honest
too.
about that.
nobody in my family likes like nobody in my family give a fuck about none of this shit. They don't care about nothing. Like my mom or dad, my aunties, uncles don't care about none of this stuff. Half my family is Muslim, half my family is Christian, and they don't even really intermingle like that. But it's crazy because I asked my mama. I said, and it was crazy. I was listening to either Dane Calloway's or Unconscious one. I always listen to A1 channels all the time. I was listening to him. I asked my grandma one time. Grandma, be Indian. You know the story, like, and that's how I ended up here. Like, so it's going. I had, and then my one friend, he was still on Egyptian phase. Then I had to come back and put him on the indigenous phase. So he woke me up. First, I argued with him, and we wasn't cool for like a week. And then I researched, and then he woke me up, and then I then in turn put him onto this information, and then he researches. We both researched our family and found out, oh shit, this is what it is. Like this makes way more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
And
right.
that's like I'm saying like what you're saying. Like we on the same page. I do the same thing. I come across people with this information. I put them on John Ogilvy. I put them on like Columbus's old notes. I put them on the
Yep, same.
15,000 years of the American Indian contribution. I got that whole PDF on my phone. I read it as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I put them
Mhm.
on to the fuck is that John called? America being the oldest, and you know that long the John Ogilvy textbook he got. That title is too long. It's like a paragraph as a title. But I put them on all. I show them the pictures. I show them everything, and they'll sit on it. I got friends that come back to me like, all right, like what you were saying was right. I give it to
Right.
you. I'm sorry, I didn't
Mhm.
mean that. I had to go back and humble myself and apologize to my friend when he woke me up from the Christianity shit and said,
Yeah.
I apologize. I got humble myself. I should have never called you out your name like that. I didn't know I was ignorant. I used to
I
say
used
shit
to
like,
have to tell. Go
my
ahead.
bad. You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
It's the same thing I went through. I